I'm over on this side today, George. It's weird. You know what that means then? It must be Tuesday.
What does that mean?
It means it's Tuesday. What up, George? How you doing?
Doing good, dude. Doing good.
We got let's do a little bit of a roll call first before we get to it.
Roll call.
We got Alexandra, we got Christy, we got Yolanda, we got Coach, we got KL Straight, we got Paulo, we got Jessica, we got Danette, who's at her big girl job. But Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't caught on yet, I'm sitting over here because live in studio. Who do we have today, George? Yeah, drum roll, please.
The one sound effect I haven't added in years. Boom!
Oh!
Thank y'all so much. Hey, y'all. Hey. I missed my Calls from Beyond family. Thank y'all so much. I want to send a special shout out. I'm wearing my gift. I'm sorry. I'm about to do the same thing to
Dragon
y'all.
Ball.
I am so sorry because it's about to be me. I'm going to be the
At least
raggedy.
we got the Dragon Ball Z ads popping off, you know?
But thank you so much. Shout out to George and Austin for holding it down while I could not be here. Had a lot going on, y'all.
And shout out to George for the hats. You know
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica's finest. If you
Yes.
haven't already booked for Costa Rica.
Mr. Fresh, are you ready for my gift to you?
Oh, you got a gift?
Yeah. I got you something because,
I thought the gift was the bottle of water.
No, it was not. That's just called being a good host and being good to my business partners. But no, so Mr. Fresh, you've been going through a lot.
Uh-oh.
So I recently inherited a bunch of stuff.
Don't make me cry now, Austin.
I saved 2 of these for you.
Okay.
So these are baseball cards
Okay.
of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh my God.
But Mr. Fresh, these are from the 50s.
Oh.
So I got you. It's the same guy, but I got you 2 of them. So it's Ronnie Klein, who was a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I got you. They're already sleeved,
Okay.
but I got you these because I was like, Mr. Fresh been going through it.
So let me check out the...
Oh my.
Them
They
shits are
don't-
older than us.
Yes. The 50s?
Yeah.
My
So
grandma was born in 50s.
my-
I was
too.
about to say, I'm trying to think, are these cars older than my grandma?
They're,
No,
so
they're not.
my grandfather inherited them to me, and he gave me a note that said sell them. And so we had a Jackie Robinson rookie card in there,
Shut up.
but it was if you were to grade it. So there's this group PSA, they grade cards. It was a PSA 1, so but it's still worth like
But
$700.
still.
So I was able to get a couple grand, but I saved a good chunk of them.
Let me see.
And I saw those. I was like, these are for Mr. Fresh.
They're
I need to make sure that I
they're
keep
in
these.
beautiful condition, but they are old as hell, y'all.
Yeah, they are
Oh
old.
my gosh.
Let's say from Calorie, Pennsylvania.
Calorie,
Where is
Pennsylvania.
Calorie?
Like calorie, like
Calorie.
Nah, Calorie like the
C-A-L-L.
gallery,
Yeah, but with a
but
C.
a C.
Oh my
Calorie.
gosh.
Pennsylvania.
We're going to put this with
No, but that's crazy
our
because
Pittsburgh Monopoly.
had baseball
because nobody
cards.
touches it. It's
There you
like
go.
collector's item.
Let's see, Matt.
in 55 he came to the Pirates to stay. That's crazy.
Wow. Thank you, Austin.
Of course.
Yeah,
When
thank
I
you,
saw it, I
bro.
was like, I need to keep these for Mr. Fresh.
That's beautiful.
Like, this is amazing.
Little
You see,
something,
This is
help you
why
get
this
through
is my favorite W person right here.
W person, YT
Over
person,
all of my ancestors.
You know,
YT person.
Austin is really like, I mean, I'm already part white, so it's okay for me to say that Austin's my white brother.
Yes, from another mother. We got our Cuban brother.
Cuban
From
brother.
another mister.
See.
I appreciate y'all seriously, and I appreciate everybody that's watching, that watched even whenever I was not here. Like, y'all really held it down. I appreciate y'all.
What is that? That's my hermana and my esposa.
Esposa.
Am I the esposa?
See.
I would hope that you would be the esposa.
I just want to make sure because my Duolingo, I stopped doing it for like 3 weeks.
Oh no.
I know. I broke my streak.
I stopped
No,
a year
no.
and a half ago. I
No,
I-
mi esposa.
Esposa.
Mi esposa.
Uh-huh.
Mucho.
Es mucho.
Es mucho inteligente.
Oh.
Yeah.
The language of love. But shout out to y'all for real. Shout out to y'all for a lot of things. I haven't been here in weeks. And I came back to a pretty pink hat. For those who do not know me, pink is my favorite color. And he was right on point. Shout out to George, because I don't care what shade it is. Pink is always and forever that girl. And shout out to y'all for just holding me down and being so patient with me.
Of course.
I dropped a lot of content.
I have been your biggest cheerleader. Every time I see the YouTube, I'm like, damn, Bree doing it.
Yep. And
And then I've been helping because we were on the phone earlier and you were like, Lauren said, hey, I like the clip you put out. And you're like, what clip? And I'm like, that means I'm doing everything.
I was like, what clip? She's like, there was a clip on YouTube. And I'm like, I didn't post anything, but I forgot that you already was like, yo.
We've been cutting clips all week.
I appreciate y'all for real. My co-hosts, my brothers from another mother. I appreciate my followers, subscribers, my besties. And I want to send a special shout out to all the Manifesty shop. Y'all part of the reason why I ain't been here. Yeah, my shit's nearly sold out. I appreciate everybody
Tremendous.
that has supported Manifesty. I love y'all down. Thank you. Everyone that is going to Bali, because Bali is so close. I can
How
smell.
far are we from,
listen.
Bali?
We
Let me tell
are
you.
3 weeks.
Tell me, Mr. Fresh.
This is how close Bali is. I just want to shout out my ancestors and spiritual team.
Man, let me tell
Because
y'all.
when I tell you that me and my better half was bullshitting,
Yeah.
all right, so we go to Bali. We got to be there. We have to be there by the 16th of next month.
Right.
Really the 15th, but who's counting?
And when does the event start? The 16th?
16th.
16th.
Okay.
We never bought our tickets.
We didn't. We were
We
waiting.
just bought our tickets yesterday.
Yeah.
You were telling me that. I was going to say that on
my God.
camera. I was like, you told me that.
Let me tell you.
We just bought our tickets yesterday because we were trying to to be transparent for a moment. I wasn't going
Yeah.
because I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because a lot of people don't know in my chat and on Calls From Beyond, even though he is here every day cracking jokes and getting on all of our nerves, he is in end-stage renal failure. And we have to make sure that we orchestrate dialysis anywhere we go. Usually he does dialysis at home.
I usually do my dialysis. I'm my own nurse. So
Yeah.
I
You know
do
what it makes
everything.
me think of is the first Iron Man when Tony Stark's in the cave
Yeah,
and he's
that's-
just
yes,
all
he's
pumped. That's
just
Mr.
like-
Fresh.
No, on
That's
me.
him.
That's
Listen,
what I showed up for Christmas.
no,
I was like, Mr. Fresh out here.
I really be.
Mr. Fresh out here.
And I put it out there and everybody kind of, there's a silent knowing of it, but we had to make sure that there was a dialysis clinic because his dialysis clinic here was like, we don't want you taking that machine overseas. So
Right.
we had to
We don't even have the
find
support
a
because if
dialysis.
your machine break, then you can't even call because you ain't got international calling. And
Yeah.
it's just a whole bunch of. So they was like, we got to find you a center. So not only do we have to find a center, but we have to pay out of pocket
Yeah.
to do treatment while we
I
go
do it a million
international.
times though. At the end of the day, it's worth it because this is not just my life. This isn't just my content. Like, we're a team. And at the end of the day, a lot of the most viral videos that you guys have watched over the last 2 years came from him. He's like, you should make a video on New Orleans. You should make a video about Appalachian Mountain, Appalachian, wherever you're from. And I just was like, this is an experience that we both deserve to have.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and I can't consciously send my most valuable prized possession out in the world on her own
Yeah.
and not be there.
He's talking about me, y'all.
Yeah,
He's talking about me.
Definitely talking about Austin. But,
Yeah,
so
that makes perfect sense.
we
And
just
honestly,
bought-
you deserve it just as much
Man, listen,
to go too.
I just took my kids to Mexico last month.
Y'all, Shane even take me to Mexico. So.
That
I'm
was
not her
so
kid,
ghetto.
though.
Well,
it was so ghetto.
We tried to invite you, Austin, but you ain't want to come.
Listen, I didn't want to go. It was for the kids.
I didn't want to go.
It was for the children. And it was definitely their vacation because,
Yeah.
baby, when I tell you them kids got on my nerves so good, I'm surprised they weren't able to see muscle and flesh and brain. They got on my nerves so good, but they had a great
It was super
time.
ghetto. They ended up canceling. We was only looking forward to going to Cabo. They ended up
We were on a
canceling
cruise.
Cabo.
Yeah.
So we only could go to Ensenada. So we were on the water for 5, technically 6 days, just to go to Ensenada,
Listen, it was
which we could
bad,
drive
y'all.
there in one day.
It was bad. I mean, I had to
Sucks.
cuss this lady out
Yeah.
real bad. I almost went to that jail down below the boat. I cussed that. If that bitch watching right now, you can still get it. Okay,
I'm gonna turn your ass into a possum.
Listen,
hey.
I told her I'm gonna turn you every way but loose.
She
on
tried
this
to
boat.
look. Her son was getting spicy with my Flash. You know, Flash is like a super good, sweet kid.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Quiet.
seen that there was something going on. They tried to kick Flash out the pool. So I went over. I'm talking to the security guard. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, why y'all kicking him out the pool? He started telling me different details. It was another family that was up above watching everything transpire.
Because I was about to get in Flash, but I
Yeah,
don't
'cause,
play
you
that
know,
about
we-
my
Yeah,
kids.
we
like,
wanted
it's
our
like,
parents, like,
if
oh,
you're
you-
messing around, we're
Right.
gonna call you out on it.
You got kicked out the pool. I'm finna, let's go back to the room.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on that type of
They're about
energy.
to
And
have
the
to
lady
drop
came
a
down
lifeboat
like,
to go pick
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
the lady came down like, excuse me. Don't be mad at him. I watched the whole thing. Them kids was bullying him.
Yeah,
they kept on
no, they
splashing him and
spit.
teasing
They
him.
spit in his face,
Yeah, the
called
one
him the
kid
N
spit on
word,
him.
and I tried
Damn.
to talk to his mama like a human, but I'm a a hood rat at the end of the day.
I told his mom, I said, listen.
They don't call her 45 Bree for nothing.
Well, she wasn't even over there initially. It was me handling the situation.
Go get your husband.
No, because it was some sisters sitting on the deck and they was watching on the other side. I'm over there at Guy's Burgers looking like an idiot, just, hey, y'all. And they was like, that's your husband over there? I said, yeah, that's mine. I'm going to stick beside him.
And you see him like with somebody halfway over the railing.
I know him like the back of my hand.
I'm trying to talk to the lady like a civilized human. I'm like, hey, listen, your son is spitting on my kid. And at the end of the day, like, we don't condone that. Like,
yeah, like, come on now.
I'm going to need you to have a conversation with your kid and do better with your child. You know, which probably was overstepping, but I don't care. Your kid spit on my kid. I really should be spitting on you.
Word. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because all of this is learned responses. Like, obviously, if your kid is acting racist, it's because it's something that he learned in the home. That's not.
That's not just a natural behavior.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, I literally went over there.
Sure, I get. Like, if they're kids, okay.
Splashing, you come to a pool to get wet.
Yeah,
but
spitting
it was so bad.
Calling names.
Yes, and so I went over there and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then I seen she was like, "I'm not your bitch." I said, "Sister, hold this plate for me."
No, because
hold this plate for me.
She was totally out of the loop because I told her, I said, "Hey, listen." When she started raising her voice, I said, "I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. I got somebody for somebody like you." I got a wife. I got somebody for you to yell at. If you want to yell at somebody, let me go grab my wife. And then Bree was standing right there. I said, hey.
The more you find out. So he never called me over, but I came over and I handed my plate to the sister that was they was nosy. They were.
Yeah, they were vacuuming on the.
Yes, they was vacuuming the pool.
They was mopping the ceiling. They was
Hey, I had that happen to me the other day. Somebody got evicted in my near me, and so I was out there sweeping the patio, and I'm on the ground floor, so like they look right at me, and I'm just like,
yeah. Well, we're nosy.
That's how I be. At the end of the day, I want to see what happened. Because if somebody get beat up, I want to be able to tell the story.
And this is the thing. I came over and I had couth because I said incense and sage, sister. In my head, incense and sage.
But then she said, but I'm not your bitch.
And I said, well, I am. So what's good? What's going on? And she still didn't have no sense. Bitch. And she was like, I literally, if you ever been on a cruise. Can you
describe the way this woman looked for me, please?
I'm disappointed. Okay. Short. You know who Ash Trevino is?
She looked like Ash Trevino.
You know what Ash Trevino is?
Oh, no. Not
Unfortunately,
Ash Trevino.
She was one of my Hispanic brothers and sisters. And I was just so disappointed. What like up, your Brandon? Kid called my kid the N-word when we're in this climate. And I went over to talk to her like a decent human being. But I'm not a decent human being, George, for real. I'm not really nice. I'm kind.
She's a nice specimen, George.
Yep.
It's wild, though, because we all minorities, for real. Yep. So the fact that you still teaching your kid racist.
Yeah, like come on.
It's wild to me.
Because, baby, when I said the first
just like
sentence...
her with highlights.
She looked just like her with highlights.
I literally said,
they said George's
listen,
messy.
lower your letters. Talking to me, sister. We not doing that. And she kept on, and so I raised my left. I'm loud
so you're telling me, George, pull it up. You're telling me this right here said I ain't your bitch.
Tried it. She was so embarrassed because when I say I projected my voice to the point where it echoed because we were on the Lido deck. That is the main, and everybody was quiet. It was all eyes on me. And I told her.
But at the end of the when I called my wife over, I also called security over at the same time. The security was posted by the little blue cantina.
He called security on me.
No,
it wasn't
I called
for her.
security over too.
He said, please, my wife might get us.
I've seen this before, guys. You guys need to get up there.
Y'all can check my points.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all
can check my. I spend way too much money. I spend way too much money on boats.
Yeah.
What line was this?
Oh, the Trailer Park of the Seas. Carnival, of course.
Oh, Carnival, no, and then there's Royal Caribbean.
We only ride on the Trailer Park of the Seas.
I love it. It's ghetto. I usually am the one watching people get cussed out, fighting, going to jail. Let's
be real. I think if you go on so many of them, it's only a matter of time before.
Yeah, and then the worst part about it is...
you know what she did at the end? Don't you know who I am?
No, I told her to play with... Okay, I can't say that on YouTube. But I said to play with your genitals before you play with one of my kids because I asked you nicely.
Play with yourself.
Play with yourself.
That's a great line, by the way.
Play with your P word before you play with one of my kids.
What up, TikTok? Good to see you.
Sorry, TikTok. Cause it's like, let's be very clear. I am a spiritualist through and through. A lot of people, when I go out, I don't go around saying, "Hey, I do YouTube. I could really ruin your life if I wanted to." No, I'm gonna argue with you.
You're a better person than me.
The fuck out. Like, that's just it. That's all. I'm not gonna take you to TikTok and give you what, fame. I'm gonna just beat your ass. That's what's gonna come.
But it's wild though, because like, unfortunately, but fortunately, it's an unspoken word.
Right.
Like the people that was being nebby for a reason. And if it would have escalated to the next level, I believe that my people would have had my back.
No, yes.
You know what I mean? Because it was other people.
The guy with the chair would have showed up.
Yes,
from that
it was about to be a Montgomery.
It might have been a Montgomery situation.
Because I was gonna pick that lawn chair up and beat her ass with it until I got tired. I was out of breath, baby.
But it was other people on the other side of the pool that was watching, and they was like, "Hey, they start delegating. They start, hey,
they start sending the kids to the pool. Y'all go play. Go play.
We about to fuck somebody up.
No, but in all seriousness, even after it, I was so like ashamed because I'm like, I shouldn't have cussed her out. Like I cussed her out so good, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even if you would have saw me on that boat. Shout out to the people because I saw myself on TikTok. I saw myself line dancing on TikTok. If y'all were on that boat, you wouldn't even like believe that was me because I usually don't come with that type of aggression. But you over here playing in territory, calling my kids the N-word. And it's like, this is the summer that Noah has to cuss out everybody. I cussed out this drunk W woman at the pool the other day. I've been cussing people out all summer so far.
I'm probably going to get cussed out before. Not because I did anything wrong. It's just a progression.
No,
I'm going to be honest. Like the climate that we live in right now, it got people doing wild type racist shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's letting people step out of their element. But at the end of the day, if you step out your element, I'll step out these hands.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the N-word is like the word the
yeah, it's like so many people be
Hey,
quick to throw the N-word around. It's like
pass me the pre-roll.
Pass me, yeah. Let's.
Oh my
let's
God!
chill out
First of all, let me just say that I came in here being nosy, and I smelled. Y'all see, it's brand new. Oh, Jesus.
No, that ain't what you smell. We can't say what you smell.
We had a client in here yesterday.
So bomb. It
and
smells
I'm just going to quote George. George told me this because George handled this client yesterday. They were really nice. They were really great clients. George said they smoked, and I quote, 8 gorilla fingers.
I believe it. I don't smell. You guys did a good job airing this place out.
All I did was air it out in Febreze. I didn't do anything special.
I so happen to be on the back end and know the client. I don't know the client personally, but I know of the client. And I know that this client is a multi-millionaire. And when I say it was gorilla fingers, they probably was smoking quarters.
Yeah. And one big ass.
They probably was smoking ballies at a time. It was probably a whole eighth in that thing.
He had a guest, and George showed me like the progression. He just got higher and higher as the video goes on.
DJ Franzen, if you live out here in Vegas, you go to Dre's and Hakkasan.
Oh, DJ Franzen was in here too?
He was the guest.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude. They said not to like talk about. The podcast will be out soon, but
DJ Franzen used to be like Wiz Khalifa's,
and like Drake and
But I only know DJ Franzen because of Wiz.
Yeah, they packed this bitch out though. I ain't gonna hold you. Even though it's just a hint. I told him because you gave me the disclaimer before I even came in, just to let you know it smells like a bag of dank in here.
I called you. I said, "Yo, it smells loud."
And I was like, "Oh, my grandma's house smells like that all the time." Like
all you do is turn your TV up louder.
Bad. So and when I came here, I'm like, "Oh, it's not bad at all." But shout out to Febreze because apparently.
So speaking of shout outs, want to shout out Crystal Can.
Yes,
for the $5 super chat.
Thank you so much. And I see all of my regular. Hey, Ray, that's my baby. Ray. I love me some Ray. I love me some Samaj.
When we're not telling them to clock out.
Yes, he's been in the Discord because I'm, it's Patreon. And
Ray said sour diesel all the way.
Pass it to me. He can't have none. I can have a little bit though.
What we got going? What strand is this?
Yeah,
George, something express, right?
Got. What is the? You know what? Y'all knew
I'm only taking one because I'm very out of practice.
This Blue Dream. We got.
It smells and tastes so good. It's like floral. It smells like my roses.
This is supposed to be a indoor pre-roll.
Man, listen.
I'm
that shit.
It says indoor grown. That's what
I did. Whatever ingrown pre-roll means, but that shit smells good. I don't like the taste of, even though I smoke it occasionally. I don't like the taste of weed, and I don't like the smell of it either. But that smells like Rose. It smells floral. It's very
nice.
flory. Yeah,
Train
so
wreck
I'm
is
not
my
tripping.
love language.
Yep, but shout out to Alexandria too. Hey, babe, I missed y'all so much. I don't think
I know,
I
dude,
understand Christy.
Fam is back.
All of y'all.
So I have a story. I kind of preluded this. I have a video.
Oh,
we're gonna
yes.
pull up. So I said a few weeks ago. I'm good. I was in.
Listen, I don't know how he smokes this type of weed and then
George is going
Does
to face
what
the
he
rest.
does.
He going to have to face the rest of that because I listen.
Who, me? Face the rest of
She's
it?
a lightweight.
I'm taking one hit and I'm good. So I said this a few. I said this a few weeks ago. Recently, I just signed with the Pioneer Saloon to handle their social media and their YouTube. So,
On this episode of Moose Knuckles.
Moose Knuckles.
On this episode of High as Giraffe Coochie.
High as giraffe
shit,
coochie.
that shit scratched my throat at the very last.
at the end, right? At the end. I was finding at the end. So Saturday they had their 26th annual. They call it Breast Fest, but it's for breast cancer.
Okay.
So they raised tens of thousands of dollars. Raising Cane's is a sponsor.
At the Pioneer?
Yeah.
How the fuck did they get?
Trust me,
They're
it gets
a
busy.
historic landmark. They're famous.
But people want to be sliding out there.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Mr. Fresh.
Absolutely. It's a haunted saloon.
The Fallout Fest alone, they get tens of thousands of people for a weekend to show up out there.
I couldn't imagine tens of thousands
Yeah,
of people.
they have to like line up, and there's like a 2-hour wait to get into the Pioneer. Yeah. So, I was at Breast Fest, and I show up because I'm there to do social media and also filming a YouTube video. So I'm mostly taking pictures of bands and posting them on their Instagram live in the moment, so that way I can get the collaboration, show that something's happening, keep the feed active. I show up and I don't get a, "Hey Austin, how are you? I hope you're doing well." He goes, "Hey Austin, you're a musician, right?" This is Steven. I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, cool. So my band is actually going to play now." His band wasn't going to play. "My band's going to play now. My singer's coming in. We got a drummer. We still need a bass player. Can you play bass?" I was like, "Yeah, I can play bass." He goes, "Cool, you're going to play with us today." I'm like, "Okay,
he set
cool."
you up for that. You walk right into it.
You don't know the story, huh?
Huh?
You don't know the story, huh?
No, of what?
Oh, see.
Yeah. So
I'm like, no.
I'm tapped in with my brother, so
I posted this on Instagram earlier today, but I posted it in the moment. Like I posted it as we were getting ready. So this is me with no preparation. I'm learning these songs as we're playing them. Me playing bass at the Pioneer.
One of the songs, everything was in the note of C, right?
Yeah. Well, it was in the key of C.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like, okay. But so this is me playing with the band Early Dawn. That's the Pioneer. That's about midway through the day.
That's what we didn't see.
That's the outdoor area.
It was freezing, and it was.
I went out there because I wanted to see where they was making my grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Check in the kitchen.
So, we might do Calls From Beyond right there.
Oh, that would be dope.
We might do it right there. So I'm trying to plan a Ghost Fest, but I want to do Calls From Beyond there no matter what, even if it's just us and a small audience. But so, I got pulled out of music retirement. I haven't played a show since 2017.
How'd it feel?
Wow.
Actually, not that bad. It was because I was running around. I didn't even have time to be nervous.
Did it get your chops wet?
Yeah, I mean, it was bass, so it was really easy. It wasn't like I had to memorize. But so that page, George, if you look right below that mic stand, that is a page that has like just the bass notes written. It's just like, okay, C, he has like verse, B, C, D.
It was
chorus.
It was like CDFF or something.
CGC, that's it.
Okay,
CGC.
I see.
So that was my cheat sheet. So as we're playing the songs, I'm looking at that and I'm learning it in the moment.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have any time to practice. That's
Right.
me. That's me in the moment, just going,
You
okay,
literally
this
wrote
is
on the page.
Yeah.
Prodigal Son. It's all in the.
yeah, it's all in the key of C. That
Yeah.
is one of the songs.
Yeah.
That guy right there is actually a really acclaimed actor. He was in a Obi-Wan show. He's in a bunch of other movies. And then that's Steven over there playing guitar, the owner of the Pioneer. So I get off stage because we played, I think, 4 or 5 songs. Get off stage. This lady comes over and she's like, "Wow, you're really good. How long have you been playing with them?" And I was like, "I learned those songs as you heard them. Like literally as you were hearing them, I was figuring them
better
out."
than me because I could play like an instrument. I played piano
Right.
in high school, but I could not read music to save my
See,
life.
I think
not
that's what
on
helped me.
time. I would have to think, oh, that's a C note.
Yeah.
And
so-
then do like
No,
I
but
wasn't.
Real musicians, they be known. Like
Yeah.
real musicians know, like the notes. Like
I know. Yeah, I know
our
my
child,
keys.
He
I know
knows how to
my.
read music.
Yeah.
Well, so
and
I
I
did,
just that's what I would do. I would memorize the tune and the sound of the
Yeah.
actual key.
That's-
I
so
never learned
a little
the
history about
music.
me is I took private lessons from the age of 9, like one-on-one private lessons from the age of 9 to 19.
Oh,
On
okay.
top of performing in a
Your
band, learning
parents
that
had
way.
money
Okay.
on.
It was my grandparents and parents. They like birthday. They would buy them like in advance.
It's
So,
white
like,
privilege, Austin.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know what?
I know.
Stop it.
I know.
I learned how
I
to.
know.
Okay, no, I was lucky. I went to school.
My
high
lessons was at school,
My
music
lessons
class.
was at school for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did
sixth
school
period.
too. Yeah. I did I did jazz. So I did guitar class in middle school, and then when I went to Cheyenne, they didn't have guitar class anymore. So, but they had jazz band, and there was a guitar spot in jazz band. It's like, okay, cool. And then I realized jazz is the hardest genre of music to learn.
Oh, it's
And I think that's what got me so good was doing
Yeah.
that. And like, I had to learn how to sight read. I had to learn how to like play really advanced chords. So like playing bass was like, okay,
That's easy.
Yeah, that was
all
easy.
right. I'm just holding them. I even started wilding on like the last song. I started like just riffing, just shredding randomly. And Steven looks over at me. He's like, all right,
okay.
all right.
Good shit.
Go ahead, cook.
And then the singer was he's a funny guy. He was like, Austin, like we're about to start. She's like, Austin's actually never picked up an instrument before in his life. And then I'm sitting there playing like
Yeah, no.
totally fine.
Very talented. We've had our. I suck. Of course, I usually just go in there and play on instruments.
The
But we've
bongo.
had our jam sessions
We have.
where you have shared some of the things
Yeah.
that, and I was just like, damn, you know how to work cameras, you got personality, and you know how to play instrument. It's dope.
And I smell good. No, I don't. I only when I shower.
Listen,
I smell good
doesn't
only when I
stink.
shower.
We have a caller.
Oh,
You.
We have a caller. All right, let's get to a caller. And then I know George has a story for
Yeah,
you
for
guys,
sure.
which he's
I
told
want-
on the show, but he has a video for you guys.
yes,
Okay.
no, I'm waiting. He told me he almost went to the upper room. You know what the upper room is?
Yeah.
The upper room? The
The
cool room?
upper room.
The pool room?
No, so where the cool kids hang
we
out.
got a caller. I'm gonna need y'all. to
Okay.
relate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I got you. No, I'm gonna pass this over to you.
do these
Mr.
not work?
Fresh. No, they don't, dude.
Damn.
Don't.
What happens?
Yeah, I am plugged back in. But don't worry. Caller, you are going to click *6 to unmute yourself. Last 4 digits 9837. Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
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 Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Shalonda, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. So I think I got a gift, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But I'm gonna share something that happens, and it's happened a few times. But I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so I'm a CNA, right?
Mhm.
And I used to take care of this little girl, and her mom and I would hang out after I'm done taking care of her. So one night we went to a hole in the wall bar, and they had some people come, some young guys coming to sing some old music, and we're sitting there just chilling out, just waiting, and all of a sudden I get this feeling, and the feeling feels like my head is underwater, like when you're in the pool, and you get that what is it, that like that humming feeling, like you know when you're underwater. And so I know, I was like, oh shit, something's about to happen. Oh God. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is when people drinking and everybody start talking about Jesus. Like when they get drunk and they start talking about the Lord.
Right.
That's something that pissed me off. So so I'm sitting there and I just hear the voice, look to the door. And I looked to the door, and it's a bunch of girls. And I grew up in the hood. And when I say these girls look like they were hood, like they were, like if you say something to them, it's gonna be some problems. But and I said, no. I'm saying this to myself in my head. No, we're not doing this tonight. Like I'm feeling nice. I'm drinking. We're not doing this tonight. And so the group of the girls, they all walked and stood in front of me and the little girl's mom. And I was like, this got to be a joke. Like all the space, and they just walked right in front of me. And I just kept hearing, just touch her and I'll finish. And when this thing happens, I always hear the water, like my head is underwater, and I'll always hear instructions on what to do, like just keep talking and I'll finish. And I said, man, no, I don't want to do this. But I didn't have any peace within me because I didn't want to do it. I didn't have the peace. So I touched the girl and I said, excuse me, I don't know you. And that's all I remember. And the girl, like when everything just faded back to normal, she was crying. Like, how did you know this? I'm like, miss, I don't know what I said to you. Whatever came out, it was what you needed to hear. I didn't hear the message. And she was just going crazy. Well, how did you know? How did you know? Like, my cousin was just, unalived, and I'm having a hard time. And I was like, I don't know. And that was one of those stories. And the other one was my friend took me out to eat one Sunday. And we were sitting down in a restaurant. It was similar to Applebee's, but it wasn't Applebee's. And where we were sitting, he was like, to his right, he could look out the window. And to my left, I could look out the window. And we were talking. And I said, I just started hearing that humming sound. And then it sounded like I was underwater. So I knew something was about to happen. And I just heard the voice, just keep talking and I'll finish. And I'm talking and everything just went silent. And when everything came back to, he was looking out the window and he said, Shalonda, you might think I'm crazy right now. But he said, while we were talking, he said, your whole face changed. He was like, a whole nother face looked like it sat inside your face. And I was looking at somebody else. And he was like, and you were saying things that nobody knows. And he said, now I have to call my ex-wife back and tell her we can't go on the cruise to reconnect. Like we can't reconnect because we were going to get together and have to start a family because both of us want kids. He said I have to call her and tell her we can't do it. But that's like some of the experiences that I have.
That's crazy. It sounds like you may be, sorry, y'all, I ain't been here so long. You was trying to tell me, I thought you was telling me to take a drink of water. I'm like, what? But it sounds like you may be like a medium and you have to protect your space too. Like make sure, because people that don't have a veil or the veil is very thin, they are susceptible to energy. And so where a regular encounter may be just regular for the average person, this is like draining to you. So you need to make sure that you keep your protection up. But it does definitely sound like you have a gift that you just need to sharpen and, kind of mold it to be whatever you need it to be. Yeah.
But like I said, I'm from Charleston, and Charleston is very haunted.
Oh, it's a portal, girl.
And I have a lot of stories.
Yes, Charleston is bad. I've read a lot of books, and they're all surrounding Charleston. And it's definitely a portal. Maybe I'll do a video on it because it definitely is that. It's some crazy stuff I read about Charleston.
Yeah, we had some guys from some ghost hunting or something like that. They came to the old jail that we used to use as the haunted house. And it's very, very, very haunted. You could walk by here right now and you probably see a lady in a white dress at the top.
I compare it to Savannah, Georgia, New Orleans.
Yep.
All of those they are very, very haunted. One of the first spiritual haunting books that I read, which I can never remember the name, but it was based in Charleston. And that's when I knew, that's when it kind of started making me realize, these places aren't just haunted, they're absolute portals. And you have to be very careful, especially when you're spiritually sensitive, don't have a veil. You got to stay prayed up and protected for real, because entities, they don't have no boundaries. They will jump on you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm afraid. I want to go to New Orleans so bad, but I'm so scared because I'm very, very sensitive, and I don't want anything to follow me back.
Yeah, you got to be careful,
Yeah.
man.
I was just finna say, because we went on vacation there, and
I almost died, child.
yeah, this is the first near-death experience of the studio for the night.
Almost
God,
died.
Yeah, number one
Yeah,
for
number
so far.
one. So me and him are on Bourbon Street, and we're walking. And I'm very tall. I don't know if anybody knows, but I am like 5'9", and my legs are long, so I take strides. Like I be walking. And so we're down there. At first, he was cool. We were walking at the same pace. We were stopping and, sightseeing. We had never been to New Orleans.
Getting hand grenades, the
Man,
whole nine,
just having a time. And then I notice I'm walking because, these legs is long and they meant for walking. And so I'm like, I don't hear the extra steps behind me no more. I look around, I cannot find him. And it's because he literally was in a chokehold, y'all. And there's no better way. Like the spirit and the energy out there is so thick that whatever it is, because even though he's not a spiritualist like me, he be knowing, your grandmama say, things, everything this man be saying comes to fruition. He is definitely a spiritualist and just don't know it yet. Let's hope he's
I feel like he's just holding off on it.
Yes, he's holding off. He knows. Because a Babalao once said, hey.
I've always been spiritual. Bro.
Yeah.
You know
Right,
what
you're
I
just
mean?
not practicing.
I'm not. Listen,
Just supporting.
Listen,
Just supporting.
I'm like that guy. I'm casually dating spirituality.
You know what he is?
I don't want to get into a relationship yet.
You know what it is for Mr. Fresh? You're the actor. He's the executive producer.
Yes.
No, I'm just casually dating. I don't want to get into a relationship. I don't want to put a title on it. Like, let's not complicate things.
Let's not complicate. Let's just let it be. It's nice already where
and
it's
we're taking
at.
it slow. Like that's what he is. And so I was so busy protecting myself, protecting my own aura that I didn't think, this man could be attacked, because I was just like,
I got my ass
every
whooped.
man for themselves, right? So I'm like protecting myself, and then I don't see him behind me. And he was just behind me. I heard his shoes behind me. And he finally made it, because I went back to the hotel because I'm like, I don't want to be on these streets by myself. It's 2:00 in the morning. Like, I'm trying to hurry up and just get back because that's a man and he going to be all right. So I get back to the room and I sit there for a quick second. This man comes in the room and then 991 was right behind him because it was suffocating him so bad that he had to call an EMS.
I had to call because I'm like, am I going down? Like, what's going on? I didn't know what was happening. And they said, hey, listen here. It's going to cost $3,000 for us to take you 2 blocks down the road to the hospital.
Better Uber it.
No. On everything I love, they told me to catch an Uber. They said, we checked your
EMTs
vitals.
are good people.
Yeah.
They said,
Yes,
we
they
checked
are.
your vitals. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Nothing.
But if you want to go get checked out further, I would Uber it. Because this is
$30.
This is going to cost you $30 versus $3,000.
It was
That's what scares me.
Yes.
I know Charleston is haunted because I've experienced so many things there. But for me, Louisiana is like, that scares me.
It's
Like,
amazing
I really
though.
won't go
It's
beautiful.
amazing though because it's so much rich history. It's so much like the things that would make you afraid of going is the same things that attract you. It's the same. It's the allure.
Yeah.
But it's the thing that really caught me off guard about New Orleans is. It's the hood, y'all. It's the hood. Like you got, like when you on Bourbon Street, you in the French Quarter, you walking, you got to be on your P's and Q's because they scheming.
Yeah.
At all times, they scheming. It's people watching from all angles, and they got it where you could walk in and out of different places. You know what I mean? Like you could take your drink, you could go into the spot across the street, get a drink from there, take it across the street. So you could just bounce around and. It's a lot of the locals. They just down there. They ready to come up.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's like, I mean, I had the same experience, but I think mine's just different a little bit, just because I am a spiritualist and I knew what to expect. Yeah. I had already knew like it's a lot that go on in New Orleans. So for me, I'm cool. If I got to toss a little salt over my shoulder, I'm cool. Like I went to all of the Hoodie shops down there. I had a blast on Bourbon, but you can definitely sense that something is off.
She worried about spirits. I'm worried about the YNs because
I mean, equally
them is
as
the ones
dangerous.
that's going to drag you around the corner. It ain't
No,
the
but they
spirits
was
that's going to take
having
you
a
around
good
the
time.
corner.
They was down there dancing, and it was beautiful. The culture down there is just alluring and it's rich, and I would go back every time. I'm going in October, and I'm going down there to specifically celebrate Hoodoo Heritage Month with Uncle Brandon. He is my friend. I even consider him a mentor at times over on TikTok. So there will be, time for us to commune because I'm trying to plan something down there so we can all meet up. But it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though. I can't wait to go. And I'm a 6-footer, so I tower over people.
Yeah. No, I'm tall too. Listen, we can't. I finally someone I can semi look, eye to eye with, because all my girlfriends are little. So, but thank you so much for calling.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you guys for taking my call.
Of
And
course.
I'll call back again.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you. You
You
as
too.
well. All right, George. It
right,
sounds
bye-bye.
like we've got a couple of callers now. They heard Bree was back, and they were like,
Now, before we go with
Yes.
the next call, what do you think about the thing we discussed earlier today? Do you think about putting a poll in and seeing what they think about that?
For which one? Because we talked about a couple of things earlier.
the voicemail situation.
Oh yeah.
Versus
Let's. I'll put it in a poll right now.
versus live.
Not on a poll. In a poll. Because Mr. Fresh don't like
on a
myself.
poll.
Listen. I prefer when people put the poll in, but
Oh God. I'm not doing this.
That's a rad poll.
I'm
Hey,
not doing this
hey.
with my
All right,
husband.
Paul
Polls
is
up.
saying-
Also on Calls
let
from
him
Beyond. I just wanted to, I forgot to mention Christy added one. We have a goal: 10 super chats of $5 or more. I'm still doing the same goal. We'll do a live ghost hunt at the Pioneer. Live. So
All right, so
I had
hey
a time
y'all,
last night.
with the poll
Or
that's in
last
right
night.
now, this is my idea,
yeah,
right?
I want Mr. Fresh to explain this one because it was a
So-
good idea.
The reason that I came up with this idea is because obviously we do have such a great response when it comes to you guys, live callers. But I do feel like we have the tendency to ramble on sometimes just because we don't have, we don't have a subject matter. We don't have calls to grade and stuff like that, where we can give our actual input. So I feel like if we opened up a voicemail type situation where you guys could call us throughout the week when you guys are available, it'll give people the ability to tell their stories that may not be available Tuesday nights. They might have to work night shift on Tuesday, or they may be occupied. That might be the day they take they mom to bingo or whatever the situation is. So I'm just trying to make it where we could fill some of the time, and we could also have designated calls versus wondering if somebody's going to call. Because, some weeks we only get one call.
We could have, 3 voicemails in a week and just go, all right, cool. We can, if we're running a little low on topics, we can pull up a voicemail.
I
Exactly.
agree.
And then if, in between calls, hey, let's listen to this voicemail or
Mhm.
yeah. I did put the poll up. It's at 15 votes, but we got 52 of you in here. So 86% say yes so far. That's over on the Calls from Beyond.
I'm gonna need y'all to step it up though, because even
Where's the Black Cauldron refugees at?
I know.
We haven't done the refugee.
I know.
We haven't
got
opened up
50
the
people
borders.
watching.
a
We
little
only
bit.
got 30 likes. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yes, please remember that you have to give us a thumbs up, like it.
We need
share
y'all to
it.
help push the algorithm.
Yep.
Like we gotta get to a broader audience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My kids can't eat pork and beans and wieners forever.
George, can you
okay?
pull up the
Listen.
thumbnail again? I want because you were like, yo, I made this thumbnail, and it's some of his best work, is what he's saying. I just want you guys to look at the bottom of the screen once he pulls it up. Couldn't you just pull? Is it on the?
No, if it's
is it on the board?
George laying in draws with like a rose in his mouth.
No, it's not that. So look at the bottom.
Oh my God.
All of them kittens. How many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's
no,
7.
you're
Six.
missing.
Seven.
Oh my God.
There's 7 of them.
If you guys look at the very
This is my
bottom,
life.
they're conjoined. There's no head on that.
That's
cat
AI,
there.
folks.
Oh,
Well, one
And
of
then-
my
and
cats
that
have
cat in the
no.
corner
is that two
cross-eyed.
tails? Is that 2 tails?
But that's what my life. That's
It's
exactly
two tails because
what
it's
it looks
conjoined.
Yeah,
it's like
that's crazy.
if cat dog was inverted. Yeah.
So they're not able to eat. They just shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. All right.
That's
I
alien,
like my AI
alien
kitties.
technology.
So I did want to bring up something because this is something we have found in the flesh. George and I have found with doing the last few shows. Crystal said Tuesday nights are always a good time, regardless of if there are callers or not, and that's because of you guys.
Yeah.
That's because you guys show
We
up
talked
every
about
week,
that earlier,
no matter
too.
what we have, and that's what we talk about, off air is why we keep doing this. I mean, because I'll be so transparent, we don't really make. Really, I mean, we can
It's a
get
passion.
we can
It's a
get
passion
gas
project.
once a month. Get some gas.
Some months we got to rotate.
Some
like,
months we got to
you know
rotate.
what
Mr.
I
Fresh,
mean?
you getting gas this month. George, you getting gas this month.
Me and Austin both got SUVs. We have to think about
and
it.
we both have to take premium.
Both
Yeah.
premium gas. So we be like, all
So
right.
George is like, this is where I step in.
yeah.
Premium.
Yeah,
Premium.
because we got turbos.
But
Yeah,
we do it because
well,
we love you guys.
Yeah. This is the best show.
It is the best show.
It's
It is
such a vibe, dude.
There have been so many times where I could have been like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
If I was looking at it from like a financial aspect. Granted,
Yeah.
of course, we do. It is a business. Like we've said this before, we are all business owners in
Yeah.
this aspect. We
It's
are
it's
all
a whole LLC.
So-
Yeah,
whole
this ain't a
LLC.
mom and pop, y'all. We really
Yeah,
we're incorporated.
we're incorporated. IRS, we haven't made any money, so shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah, nothing.
Just want to let y'all
We're at
know
a,
that.
But-
a huge deficit.
Huge
Yeah,
deficit.
huge one.
But it's you guys that make this incredible. Like you guys stick around and watch my content, you watch George's content, you watch Noah's content, and what we have here. And like I've seen George and I have worked on a lot of live shows, a lot of
Yes,
live shows
Way more recognizable.
with
yeah.
huge audiences.
Like-
And what we have found is if you just get I mean, George said it best. If it's really just 50 to 100 people that show up every show and watch, you've already made it. It's already, now it's just the aspect of like, okay, can we get it a little bit bigger so we can kind of, monetize it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then that way, in a perfect world, I don't know how you guys, in a perfect world, this would be a daily show.
I'm
No,
looking
'cause we-
for an
And
excuse to say fuck everything
Yeah.
else that I'm doing in my life
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
say, I do Calls from Beyond
No, because we
5
really
days a week, bro. Are you
on
kidding
everything.
me?
We really got a core though. Like
We do have a
Like
core.
we
Shout out to
have
y'all.
people that we recognize by name. Where we be like, the one week Samaj wasn't here when we first came back. We like, damn,
Wait,
where's
hold
Samaj
on,
at?
hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
was
like,
where is he?
You know what I mean? Like, if Ray's not in here talking
Yeah.
crazy, then we gonna be
I
like,
have to give a huge shout out, and I know she's waiting to get called on, is Paulo. Paulo's in another country,
Yes.
another
She
continent.
don't miss.
It's
Listen.
like 2 a.m. there right now,
Listen.
and she's watching right now.
and she
don't
always, and every time she call me by my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She called me by my name, so you know
Oh,
what
shout
I mean.
out to you, Paulo. Like,
Man.
for real, she's been rocking
But
with
there's
us
so
for a
many
minute.
people to shout out on the call, and not saying that there's not special people
No, we have-
on your channel, because there is.
Yeah.
You have your regulars, I have my regulars,
No, but we have a group of
Yeah.
phenomenal people
like Christy, Alexandria,
Alex,
Shaman,
Christy,
Samaj,
like, come on, man, like we
Paulo. Who else we got? We
even
got
Crystal, like
Crystal, KL,
we got a
Ray.
We got a lot of people, and I don't want to just be calling out people by name because I don't want
I do it all the
other
time.
people to think. But I'm like, it's certain people that you be like,
Yeah.
like I know Samaj because obviously that's my Stiller brother. I know Ray because we go off the
Or is
handle
it
together.
Shaman?
I think it's Shaman.
Is it
Because
Shaman?
Shaman's one
Well-
that be yelling at me in Discord.
And Samaj yell at him. You,
well,
you
yes,
been making
Samaj,
music. I've been
we-
singing Terra NT for the last 3 days.
Well, no, Samaj came up with that.
Yeah, Samaj made the music. Shaman
That
is
banger.
the,
That's
is
what I'm
the,
saying.
is
Shaman
the
Yeah,
one
is
that-
Shaman came
our
up with the
Stiller
with the
guy.
Stiller thing.
is the one that runs the block on me in the
Yep,
Discord.
Yep.
and you added
Which
me,
I
but
added you to, and you joined. You still haven't even joined the NFL
I don't
discussion.
even. I don't know how to do it.
I'll show
You're
you
gonna have to
before
show
you
me.
leave. Before you leave,
Yeah.
we'll have to get you in there because I'm gonna keep it Chargers focused in there. Okay, I'm gonna keep it unless you
He
come
just
in.
said that he was gonna go to the game.
I'm so upset. Like, this is the 1 year as a Saints fan. Like, what am I gonna brag about? Like,
What do I ever have to brag
I
about,
have
George?
zero to post. But no. You've
Yeah, I don't
been
gotta pay Derek
gassing
Carr.
up the fucking. This is a Chargers chat, and
Yeah, because I'm obnoxious.
So
That's not
you're-
because I have anything to gas
Oh,
up. It's
no.
because I'm just annoying.
Well, he's an asshole, so he's you.
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm saying.
match
Mr.
and
Fresh is gonna
match.
come
It's time
back.
for you to get in the Discord.
He's pulling up his phone. He's pulling up his phone right now.
Pulling it up right now. But just thank you. I have my regulars over. Shout
Yes.
out to my patrons. Shout out
Massive
to
shout out to the patrons.
Unitra. You know you are. That's my Patreon moderator, and she posts all my videos in the Discord. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Michaela, she's in here constantly whenever. Even whenever I'm not just on my page, she's over on Costa
Yep.
Beyond. So shout out to her. It's so many different people. Kamisha, I see you, girl. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful because I really do sometimes have to take time off. And this is how I know this is really like my fan bam, because when we get back online on these lives, we pick up like we didn't even, like I wasn't gone for a month. Like,
Yep.
that's the type of fan base and support that every creator just aspires to have.
Ray, what are you trying to cash app for? I'm trying to see what Ray's on about. See what Ray's just said. I will cash app for. I don't know. I don't.
Hold on, one which chat?
It in Calls from Beyond,
Okay.
but I don't see anything else from Ray that, in response to that. Ray, what you mean?
Shout out to Ray.
Why is Ray
Ray
cash
gets
apping?
banned from this live at least twice.
They get told
a show.
to log out at
Yeah, we
least
kick,
once.
we kick
once
Ray
a week.
out 3 times a business month.
A business month.
He never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
He stays there
Christy
and he
said we
still
never
talk
miss a
shit.
beat. Never ever.
Yeah, shout out to
and then like
Christy,
Christy and
too.
Crystal are in my Twitch chat regularly. They're
Yes.
yeah.
Listen,
Shout
we
out
got,
to Mari, Lauren, Jennifer,
I would say
everybody.
there's 3 key people for Calls from Beyond that make it happen. First one is George. Second one is, and they're pretty much the same as Mari and Lauren.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's the 3 of them that really, and Lauren more so with your
Oh
side
my
because
God.
she
Lauren
holds you
is
down.
my saving
Lauren-
grace. She keeps me so disciplined.
Look, we was
She on
paying,
your neck,
we was
too,
paying,
though. On my
look, we was
neck.
paying bills that day. I said, now you make sure you take care of that bill.
Hey, let me move this one to the top.
That's
I
a
cried
that's,
in
that's
transfer.
a bill. That's a bill. You make sure we got to take care of that bill. Because listen, Lauren be in the chat talking to people and they don't even be knowing that they're not talking to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've taught my
It be
Filipino
so
sister
it be
because
so fluent.
it's, yeah.
Well,
Lauren
also,
will get in the
on the
chat
YouTube,
like, "Hey, girl, hey."
On the YouTube, it might be 3 of us. You
Yeah.
could have me responding to your comment. You could have Noah responding, or you could have
Yes.
Lauren responding.
But
No,
I gotta
it's
say,
crazy.
Lauren, I have taught her the vernacular. I have taught,
she
studied.
comments, and I'm like, "How did you say
Yeah,
that?" And I'm
she's-
looking right at you, and you're
yes.
not even like
She
you're on like a
studied
game.
the way I post. Like, that lady is amazing, but I wouldn't expect anything less. She is a high school anthropology teacher in the Philippines. So she's smart as hell. She's
Yep.
gonna study. So shout out to Lauren.
Oh God, I just saw the disc. Mr. Fresh is there. Hold on, I gotta fight back real quick. Hold on.
What's happening? Discord was popping.
If you're not in the Discord, Calls from Beyond, Mari, if you could please, if you're on Noah's channel, you might have to hop over to Calls from Beyond. You can click the name, the @name in the title. Hop on over, be a Black Cauldron refugee. Don't worry, don't leave
Yes.
Black Cauldron. Just come hang
Come
out with us
on.
too.
Somebody asked, like, how often do you have the show? I have stuff to tell. I know I haven't been live on my page in a long time, but we do this every Tuesday at, we be on CPT.
5-ish. In between 5 and 6, we're gonna
Between
start.
5 and 6
We're gonna
every
start.
Tuesday, because I'll be lying if I
George
said
is the
5
one that's on our neck about that one. That's why I say George
And
makes
it's
it happen.
always me
I
on
honestly-
CPT. It's
no,
so bad.
I honestly, I like it. It builds the anticipation, and
Yeah.
We can kind of
it's a
gauge
spooky
and go,
show.
who's
If you're
here
on the
today?
East Coast, I know you love it. It's dark outside. Well,
Yeah.
it actually just got
dreary
dark, you
a
know?
little bit. You
We're
know?
in the we're in the midst of the summer. So
Yes.
you guys are just getting long days. So this is the fresh darkness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he
Yes.
likes my CPT because I'm always late. I'm never on time. I try, y'all. But we do this every Tuesday
Yes.
between the hour of 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think that's 7 p.m. Central, and that is 8 p.m. Eastern
Yes.
Standard, or 9, depending. But we do it every Tuesday, love. So
Yes. Maybe I should reiterate too, because we haven't said this in a while. It is a call-in show. Granted, it's more of like I equate this to a talk show that takes
we
phone
do
calls.
spiritual shit talking,
Yep.
spiritual paranormal
It's like the late night
shit.
show,
Yes.
spooky edition. It is completely free to call in. If you're seeing the numbers scroll down to the bottom right there, you can call in. It's completely free. Now, however, we do get backed up. I know we have several callers. You can send a super chat for $10 or a cash app for $10, but you must include the last 4 of your phone number. Noah can, talk with the dead. She can't be reading minds though.
I love it. It's so lit here. As long as they don't act like Casper and I just see them, I can just hear them,
Yeah.
feel them. Some of them may trip over something in my office. That's cool. Don't let me see your ass in full.
Don't let me catch you butt
Don't let me
naked in my
catch your ass.
office.
Oh,
Swear to God.
So we're not gonna talk about it.
Which last night?
Yes. So
Oh.
let's tell this story real quick, and then I want to get to Paulo because I know it's,
Okay, I
it's
got
very
you,
late
Paulo.
over there.
I'll make it real nice and quick. I know this because I just moved. Remember? Shout out to everybody that was taking advantage of my Aura trial. But I just moved. Had to plug that.
Shout out to everybody. Hey, if y'all don't have Aura, y'all need to jump
Listen,
on it.
no, we can't
Sorry.
plug it. But what I will say is, we just moved, and I noticed everybody has their own room, and now everybody again is scared to sleep in their room. Remember the last story I told y'all about how I had a 5-bedroom
when we
house
first
and-
met,
Yeah,
first time we ever interviewed.
everybody's sleeping in the same room. So I'm like, what's going on? And Tootie, I like to call him George Washington, the one. Which one never could tell a lie? George Washington, right?
Yeah, because he
was a
slave
liar.
teeth in his
He was a
mouth.
liar. And
That's what they
That
say because
too.
he had wooden teeth. And it's like, nah,
but
they
he
were.
still lied. He was still a
Slave
liar.
teeth, bro.
So
Am I wrong? He had that, right?
He
I
did.
heard he had
Absolutely.
slave
teeth, for
Yes, he
sure.
did. Yes, he did. So I call
That might be
him.
why he couldn't tell a lie. That's
Shut
crazy.
up. I never heard
His
that.
ancestors
for
wouldn't let him
reason.
talk.
Nah,
I
I
heard
heard
he
he
was a
had
liar.
slave teeth, but
So I call
Can't lie through the
Flash
black man mouth.
and Tootie George Washington because they never can tell a lie, but I know they be lying sometimes. So I was just like, whatever. So he's like, I said, what's the matter? He's like, I keep seeing people upstairs. Oh, okay. That's all you got.
That's all you gotta
seeing
say.
people upstairs. That's 5 words. Guess who broke out the stage and had to start praying and
You?
had to open
Or was
up
it him,
every
the
way. It was
non-practicing?
me.
Okay. I thought you were about to say
I
Mr.
went
Fresh Jig,
from
and
the
he doesn't do it.
bottom, the middle, and to the top because it's a 3-story house. Praying, getting it off. I set the smoke detector off and then nobody tells me anything. Then my daughter is like, "Oh well, I meant to tell you, like I've been seeing stuff around the house too," and I'm like, "Oh my God, y'all got lice, Lord." So I had to cleanse and pray at 1:30 this morning and cleanse my house. Like open up every window on every floor. It was so ghetto, but we felt better. Everybody slept good.
here's the kicker though. We be so on one accord that when she was talking to the kids in she was talking to the kids in the kitchen,
Mhm.
I had already grabbed the stage and start lighting it. She gonna come around the corner like, "Hey, I need you to light," and
Yep.
then shut
I
up.
already smelled it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
on that. I already see what
That's
you
why
on.
Listen, it's my not spiritualist, because he be knowing what to do too.
So we get the Paulo.
Yes.
Yes.
Miss Paulo.
While we're doing that, though, I did just make a Google voicemail number.
Are
Hello.
we
Call me now.
I put it in the group chat with us, so we have it.
Is it beneficial for?
Oh yeah, we have 37 votes. 89% said yes.
Okay, all right.
So
Y'all make sure that y'all call on and leaving y'all voicemails.
'Cause they
'cause
didn't
listen, why skip the line when you could just leave a voicemail?
And then
We
we'll
could
get
just
to the
you when
next
we can.
episode.
It might not be the next episode. It might be 3 episodes from now. They
is
say
that
it's
her?
like wine.
Yep.
Miss Paulo.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to speak to you guys. I know I've been showing up for the past few weeks, but I haven't been called to call. And I'm so glad to see Noah and Madiba in the building.
Hey.
Yeah, so I actually made the list of what I wanted to say so I can keep my call concise and so you can hopefully get to everybody. But guys, I'm visiting my parents right now. I'm in my hometown, and this is my childhood home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I grew up here.
Mhm.
And they live here now. We lived a bunch of other places and we moved back here. And guys, this place is charged. I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons for that. Well, firstly, I wanted to ask you, Noah, how much do you know? I mean, you know about astrology and everything, but like, how much do you know about the 12th house and placements in the 12th house? Because I was learning my chart earlier, like going in depth, and I have Pluto in the 12th and the moon in the 12th, and the veil can be really thin sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know a lot about with house placement. Like, I haven't strayed into astrology. I'm more of just like, the hood storyteller, I like to say, or like just that type of I have not, but I've had my whole birth chart read actually. And it's very, because I had it by Joni Patry. Shout out to her. I interviewed her and she read the whole thing, and it's so crazy how depending on what you're going through is whatever house it is. Like it's insane because her reading was true. The things on that galactic calendar that she gave me, true. So I haven't veered off, but I have the tiniest little bit of experience in it.
Yeah, well, mine tells me that I am very privy to basically I can read minds. Like I experience, like I can feel people. I don't resonate with the term empath. I don't like to claim being an empath because it's something that I've been working to switch off. It's too much. It's too heavy. So I don't claim it. But I can feel things. I can hear people's thoughts. Earlier in the afternoon, an aunt of mine, before she said something to me, I heard her say it because she was making food. And I heard her say, because she had already made a couple of plates and her plate was made. I heard her say, take my plate and I'll make another one. And literally, I walked in the kitchen and she said, take my plate. It was so crazy. And I was just like, huh. Anyway, so here with my parents' house, I see so many shadows moving, you guys. So many figures, just like in my periphery, I just see a lot. And when I was a kid, when we lived here, I used to see things then as well. There's a little house in the back, like a storage for stuff for the pool. And I used to see literally little spirits that had different colors, like the Teletubbies, is what it looks like to me. And I found that so weird. And now I'm not seeing that, but I'm just seeing, like, I'll just be walking and I just see something. And it's everywhere. It's outside, it's in random rooms, like everywhere. There isn't any place, or there's some places that are more charged than others, but there's no place where I don't feel anything, basically. And also the mirrors. And there's a lot of mirrors here. But whenever I'm here, I cannot sleep or just be in the room and uncovered mirror. Can't do it. Like, they just feel so, I feel watched. Like, I feel surveyed. Even as I'm looking at the uncovered mirror as I say this. And the other thing with this property is that it's just one house down from a hospital. And
no, hell no.
That's all we needed to hear.
It's a close, yeah. And it's a close, and the hospital is at the end of the road. So the only way out is you have to drive down past our gate to reach the main road. And I know this is a highway for spirits. Like, I know this is how, like, I feel it. I feel like, especially depending what part of the house I'm sleeping in, because I don't live here. I'm not always in the same place. So there's a specific room that when I'm visiting and I sleep in that room and I'm rarely there, I can genuinely feel almost like something bumps into the room and is like, oh, like, is lost. I can feel, but then I always remember, like, from like watching your videos, just like, I do not consent, or I'm not trying to engage, and just like, no, because I don't know what I'm dealing with. And I've also gotten into the habit of saying that I'll only interact with spirits my vibration or higher when I do want to interact.
One second, Paulo. I'm so sorry. Can you turn the volume up on her? Because I couldn't hear. I could hear her, but that's only because I'm. No. I was already all the way up.
People are asking, but also I know Paulo is like, it's like 2 a.m. over there. So she's trying to not
She's trying not to wake people up. So she is whispering, y'all. But I could hear her only because I was using all my brain.
4 a.m, excuse me.
Sorry, am I louder now? I increased my volume. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It's just you have a soft voice, Paulo. I don't think it's necessarily your fault.
Y'all quit it. Somebody says she sounds like she hiding from the boogie.
She might. It sounds like she might be.
Please.
Okay, the story's telling us.
She next door to that hospital. She is hiding from the boogeyman, y'all. Don't let her talk too loud.
No, seriously, because
it's the witching hour. It's 4 a.m. out there.
It just ended, or it's just about to end. But that's what it actually. You got yourself a little mini portal.
Yeah, we're gonna need her. We're gonna need her to finish her story so she could cover herself with some salt.
Yes, go stage, girl. Smudge.
Yes. Yeah, I've got some incense ready. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about that because I've been feeling lots of things and I've been here over a few weeks. But every time, I think I've been for all the shows, like I've listened to all of the call-in shows since I've been here, but I couldn't call in. Like, it didn't feel safe, if that makes sense. And I feel almost like, I feel the encouragement of like you being here, Noah. I almost feel backed. Like I get a sense of like backing, but like it has been very, very strange. Like I just felt like I can't talk about it, you know. So now I'm gonna wait for the sun to rise.
Well, Paulo, you know we got you. Us and the chat, we all got your back.
Yes.
You just heard about how they almost threw somebody off a boat. Imagine what they do to spirits.
Yeah, you have to just reclaim your space and your energy because you are. I don't want to use the word empath because I don't really like the word either. But because you are sensitive in that way, they will make you feel watched, unsafe. Just threatened, very much so. That energy of intimidation, they will try to make you feel like that, but just make sure you cleanse in and calling that energy back from them.
You know something that I've realized though, I'm feeling it feels like a mix. That's why I feel like I don't want to interact, but I feel like there's some goodness in there. And
Mm,
there's a particular aunt, she was my dad's aunt,
mm,
and the last time she visited town, well, from the village, she lived in the village, was she came to this house when I was small, and everyone said she was a witch. But I
mm,
remember her being so lovely. Her energy, I didn't feel, and I was a child, and she didn't feel off. And I remember just thinking as I got older, like, what if she possessed knowledge, like necessary esoteric knowledge, and people just didn't understand her,
Yeah,
mhm,
and
people
that's why
always
they
fear
called
what
her
they
that.
can't understand, Paulo.
Yep.
calling
Yeah,
that lady a
yeah.
witch.
And I've been feeling her, I won't lie. And I learned something recently about how, like, when you cry, you don't wipe your tears. Was that from one of your videos, Noah? I don't know, but you don't wipe your tears, let them fall to the ground and
Oh
let
no,
your
that wasn't mine,
ancestors
but
fight for
that's
you.
a hoodoo secret.
Yeah,
So
It
should I just
is.
cry just
yeah.
face down?
No, like for real, never let your tears hit the ground, and don't let them hit your altar either.
Oh, so wipe them. I
Mm.
thought it was don't wipe them.
No,
No, no,
like
no, no,
no,
no.
no, no. What you saying?
Let them
What I'm
fall to the
saying is the same
ground.
thing as I
Mm-hmm.
think what Paulo is saying. If you let
Hmm.
your tears
So,
hit the ground, God bless
hmm
whoever made you cry, because them ancestors
hmm
and
hmm
spirits is
Oh,
because
counting.
the
because now they're like, now
reckoning
we
that's
gotta step
coming
in.
Now we
for
got
them.
your tears reach Earth, which is an element.
So right after
Yes,
that fight on the cruise ship,
Hmm.
you let your tears hit
yes,
the ground and be like, hey, it's taken care of.
Yep. Don't listen
Well,
yes.
unless.
And I've been, sorry,
No,
carry
go
on.
ahead.
no.
I'm just
I've
wilding
been
over here.
dealing
Ignore
with
me.
heavy stuff. I've been dealing with heavy stuff that I realize every cancer season I wind up in my mommy's house. I just need that. And cancer season just started, but I've been here for weeks already. And now I'm like, do I want to leave yet? And all that. And I've been dealing with heavy stuff where this one day I let my tears hit the ground. And, just that feeling that it's sorted. And that aunt I was speaking about, I felt her presence so strongly. And I thought about it, like, do I call on her name? Am I playing with things I don't know that I'm playing with? But anyway, I did. you know I mean, I know her name. So I was like, listen, you see me, you see this, you see how this has bothered me. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So yeah, I guess that I will keep you updated on how that matter goes. I'll be like,
Yes.
remember that thing I
Hmm.
cried about?
Yeah, it's very. We're taught that in hoodoo. Your tears
Mhm,
when you're upset. Like some of us practitioners, two-headed doctors, just conjurers, root workers, spellcasters, baby witches. Some of us have a power where we don't have to mix root. All we have to do is go to our altars and complain.
mhm,
Put it in with
mhm,
management,
mhm,
okay? And they gonna take
mhm,
care of it. And it's always
mhm.
been said in the hoodoo culture, tears, if you let it drop on your altar or you let it drop to the ground, that was always, it was
Mhm,
a superstition around it, like your ancestors finna handle that shit. But crying
mhm.
in general, whenever you venerate your ancestors, is very dangerous for whoever made you cry. It's always gonna be up,
Mhm,
but if you especially let it touch that altar or that floor,
Well, Paulo made it out that car
mhm.
accident, so we already know
yeah,
she was
Yeah,
safe.
listen.
and didn't it was
Right.
standing on top of a damn near
Hello?
crocodile. And
Yes. Hello. Your ancestors have been with you.
And I
There's
keep,
always somebody born in a
yeah.
generation that is the chosen one, the generational curse
It
breaker. It
might
is
it
so
might be it
ghetto.
might be her aunt that's looking over her though. If
Yeah,
she still feels so connected to her
Yeah,
aunt,
for
your
sure.
aunt is probably
yeah,
the one who
right?
gave you some of your spiritual gifts.
Yes, because they can be
Maybe,
given. And
maybe.
whenever you're walking into this power, you think it's just you, but it's not just you, it's your ancestors guiding you. And
mm-hmm.
some of these people
I,
were warriors
mhm,
themselves. Warriors, you
It's
went
just
warriors,
it's the
gangsters,
damnest thing is
YNs.
as we get
Same
older,
thing.
we start
yeah,
looking at and analyzing certain situations or different situations in our life, and we're like, oh shit, the stuff that I'm doing
right?
now, these are the things that I was exposed to, but I didn't even know how to put a name on it.
Hmm.
I'd be
And I
talking to
plan to
Noah,
go.
and
Mhm,
we talk about like her childhood, and she talks about like we just had a conversation because our grandma just had a birthday party, and we had a whole conversation, and our grandma was just giving us information about like different people in the family, and it
Hmm.
was like, yo, she was really with that shit. Like,
Shout out to my nana. Yeah, it's
The one who carried a gun all the way.
oh no, her daughter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
That
about.
was my great grandma.
Well, I
We
thought you
were talking about her too, because I was blessed to know my great grandmother. I knew her through and through. My children knew her, so they knew their great great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when I tell you, yeah, Jane Carey. Listen,
my daughter was
yeah.
named after her great great grandmother,
She's amazing though. She's the best ancestor ever.
and
Sorry,
she met
Dad.
her. So it's kind of dope, just knowing that where you come from, knowing some of the stories, and being older and knowing some of the background that comes with it, like
Right?
things that you weren't expecting. Like, oh, they was calling her a witch. Is that why everybody acts scared of her? You know, or different situations like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like we see. Like I know Noah's seen horseshoes and stuff in her grandma's house, you know,
And
it's
was like, "What's that for?"
Right.
As a kid.
She lied
or
to me.
cups
lied to me.
empty cups of water. You like,
Yeah.
what's an empty cup of water for?
Oh,
You
I left
start
that
thinking
there.
like, oh, that's for veneration.
Mm-hmm.
That's for this. That's for that. That's to keep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, but now you get older and you start realizing, oh, that's what that was about.
I always feel so bad keeping
I
Paulo
plan
this
to
long because I
go
know
on
she's
then.
trying to
I
stay
know.
awake for us.
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Go
all right,
ahead.
guys. But I was going to say I plan to go and learn more. We're planning a trip because I've mentioned before that my mom's family is from Zimbabwe,
Mm.
and we're planning a trip there. And I just want to go learn as much as I can, you know, just hear whatever stories I can grasp. Then I also plan to go to my dad's village, my dad's village, next year for a traditional ceremony. So
Wow.
like I'd like to be part of that because you know that some of the tribes from the other royal kingdoms that extended from Shaka's kingdom come, like some of the royal families from South Africa and I think Botswana. So it's quite lit. Apparently it's quite the
It's
affair.
quite lit.
So-
It's
Quite
quite
lit. That
lit.
was
I
the
can't-
most politest.
Hey.
Quite lit.
She said, "It is indeed lit."
I can't
At
wait
the
to find
function.
out. I can't wait to find out what village I come from.
Yeah. So
Right.
you're gonna have to
Oh,
make sure you
wait,
keep in
I-
contact with us so that we can hear about your experience. Again.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, for sure. I actually emailed you guys. I had wanted to mention that as well. I don't know if you saw it, but after the last time we spoke, when you were on Noah, I emailed you guys. I can just resend it
Please.
if you need that. And then I wanted to tell you guys about this app that my friends have been working on. It's called AI Ancestry, and it can take your facial features. So you take a picture, and it works similar to like the 23andMe
mhm.
like the
DNA test.
ancestral
Yeah.
thing. Yes. But it can use your facial features to suggest what area you might be from based on that.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's dope.
I
yes.
should try it.
Please
Yeah.
email me the
So I'll send you a
information.
link. Yeah, I'll send you the link with that as well. So we can also share it maybe in the Discord and people can try it out.
Yeah, post it in the Discords for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Well, thank you, Paulo.
Paulo,
We
it's always a
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Paulo, get some sleep, please. You
I
need your
know.
rest,
Thank you,
especially where you're at right now.
Thank you. I will.
She's
I
on holiday
will.
right now.
Pardon?
Let her enjoy holiday.
Yes, sorry, I apologize.
I am, but you know, it's never really a rest. You know, when you're creative, there's always something to
Yeah.
work on. There's always
Yes.
opportunities.
Mhm.
And right now, I'm learning vibe coding, and I'm attending a hackathon in 2 days. So I'm doing that. So
Mhm.
yeah,
So
but it's
Well,
always
it's a
when I
rest, but
need
it's
you to
not
break
really
into
a
my
rest.
wife's phone, I'm gonna call you, Paulo.
huh?
Why you have to break into her phone?
I don't know.
Oh.
She said she was going into
Oh,
a
he's
hacker
a what?
convention. I figured,
No, that's how do we get into Jeff Bezos' phone so we could just transfer ourselves a
Right.
couple milli?
I know.
He won't
no,
miss it.
guys.
Won't.
We need to hack Satoshi's wallet and find all that Bitcoin. That's what we need to hack.
Yes.
Yes.
I only need 2. Give me 2.
Honestly, give me 2. Yeah,
I'm being
George.
greedy. I'll
Give
take
George
3.
2. We all chilling. But thank you
No
so
doubt
much
about
for
you,
always
guys.
calling in,
I
Paulo. We really
appreciate
appreciate
you
you.
guys so much.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you, everyone.
Have a great morning.
Yes.
Yes.
George, so before we get to the next caller, I want to get to your, because we have to show Noah that video
Oh, yeah.
of you in Costa Rica.
You want the headset
Yeah,
so you
'cause-
can narrate?
No.
He lived it. He lived it. Just send it. It's okay. We're happy to see you. She said, "Damn, I'm late." No.
Shout out to Kamisha. See you in October, sister.
Hey,
I
ain't
can't
gonna
wait
lie,
to.
my internet's tripping. Like,
It's because it's the internet here is.
I'm not even on Wi-Fi.
Okay, hold on. Am I on?
No.
So
The
shout out
streams
to
are good, though.
Kamisha. Again, I will be in New Orleans in October. I'm going to be posting the
She's
details.
really trying to get me to go, y'all, but
I am, but he has more important.
I'll have a 1 month
He's only,
old.
he's only having a baby, you know.
Yeah, can't go and play with ghosts. Sorry, next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing with ghosts, but a little closer to home.
Yeah, closer to home, so you can go play with the baby whenever he's done.
Yeah.
But I am trying to set up something for us in New Orleans that runs in conjunction with the Ring Shout, hosted by Uncle Brandon. So just look out for y'all emails. If y'all are not
I'm trying to get
subscribed
jacked
to my
like
email
Mr.
list,
Brandon.
man.
I saw them biceps. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn! I'm
Strong
trying
as
to.
hell.
He's an older gentleman, right?
Yeah, middle age.
I hope I look like that when I'm
Man, listen.
Hey, because
I'm telling you.
when you stress free.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like why like some celebrities look good. Like Paul Rudd looks so good. It's like he don't be in nobody's business. That's why.
Even Beyonce, like Beyonce
Hey,
is into that.
Have you ever seen Uncle
She might be
Brandon not
harvesting
smiling?
some fluids from some people.
Shut up.
Have you ever seen Uncle Brandon not smiling?
No. And it's the
Like-
same thing
it does
with
help
like,
yeah.
we were just saying that, I was saying this about Beyonce, like, because she's so beautiful and she's vibrant. I was watching part of the Cowboy Carter tour before I left. And I'm like,
Are you
that's
going
what,
again?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
What do you mean?
We're leaving Bali on the 23rd just so we could be back by the 26th.
Yeah.
To go to
Yes.
Cowboy Carter here.
Them haters over on
Yes.
Instagram really thought I was playing. I went to the Renaissance twice and I didn't even have a bad experience the first time. This time I could not see. And I really meant it. I was going back, but I'm not going to spend $800.
We did a lot of Beyonce
I cannot. I know I love me some Beyonce, but I was saying the same thing. Whenever you drink your water, make your money, mind your business, and worship your ancestors, you look amazing.
Do some grounding
You
too.
do some ground.
We have grass like across from our door. I've been trying to ground a little more.
No, grounding ain't even that. I don't know what
No,
she be doing. Some questionable shit. But
they said you need to get into grounding.
Yes.
She be doing some. Give me that baby blood over there.
no, you think so?
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Not like on. Not even on some evil shit. Like George, if I had that much money.
No,
There's
they
a,
do.
There's
They
a
do
millionaire
that.
right now who's like he keeps having kids so he can like transfusion their blood and then put it in him so he can like live forever.
Well, I just watched a TikTok about NADs and how this guy like stopped his aging at like 28 and Khloe Kardashian.
Khloe
she
is
took
like
the
20
same,
years younger than what she is.
Yes, she's.
Yeah, I think it's that
the
guy.
bottle
I
of-
think it's that
the
guy.
body of a 28-year-old.
Well, I have the body of a 45-year-old. Okay,
Listen, I'm
and that's
72.
on Taco Bell and Dutch Bros.
I'm
Hey, listen,
72, and my
People
name
want
is
to stay
Gertrude.
young forever. I'm trying to die before you got to wipe my butt.
I mean, I guess there's like a fine line. George is pulling it up, guys. We're not just talking for no reason. Wait for George to pull up this video. There's a fine line of like I want to live for a while, but also I want to like remember
I
my
want to have a
name.
long. I want to have a long life. But if I ever get to
dementia
the
comes
point
calling.
where you
Hey,
gotta
take me on
I don't
Carnival and go.
know.
Oops.
if you have to start changing me, if I gotta be like, hey babe, change me, take me out to
No,
the pasture,
not
bro.
even that. More like, oh, I got to change him. He's just sitting there.
Yeah,
Take me to Carnival Cruise and just go. Oops.
yeah. If I'm smelling
I'll
shitty
write
for
a note.
3 hours,
I'll write.
Kill
Let this
him,
be.
bro.
Let this be my
wheel
note
me,
now.
wheel me off the mountain.
I am coherent. I am able to. I can draw a clock. You know,
Y'all are. Listen,
have you seen that? Like
stupid.
dementia people
No.
can't draw a clock. I
You
can
know
draw a
what?
clock.
I'm not gonna throw you off the edge of a boat.
If I have
because you need me
dementia,
to
I
change
give
your
these people
diaper,
full
dude.
permission to talk.
I don't want.
I also said like when I die, like don't spend all the money, bro. Yeet me into a hole, dude. Like what are we
She
doing?
said that she would change me. I don't want that.
Just let me go.
I'm
into
too
the
fat
hole.
to put my legs in the air. I'm sorry.
That's what they got Hoya lifts for.
No.
For the fact that you know that, George, do we have the video?
Yes.
Please save us. So this is in Costa Rica.
Okay.
That's on the lake. And we're demonetized.
Hey, Mama,
You have to pause that. So, I'll let George explain it.
So yeah, we were in the water. That's what's about to pop up here. Like literally 45 seconds before that lightning struck like 75 feet away from us. and it was loud as shit. I mean, I'm just playing it on repeat here.
Oh, y'all drink a 4 Loko.
Yeah, so the two tour guides were just getting hammered. I had given them my wax pen, and we had just kind of like
blinkers.
Yeah, they were for sure hitting blinkers. And yeah, Junior's girlfriend was one that got the 4 Locos because she's 19 years old.
So she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to drink.
So yeah, I mean, it's legal out there, but like, I mean, 4 Locos? Come on, 4 Locos? Really? But we embraced it, and we got wrecked, and then that happened, and that's like, it shocked me. Like, I was literally sitting in the boat like, would we have died?
Yeah,
and then I Googled
absolutely.
it, and it's like, there's a good chance you would have like shocked yourself, you would have like floated to the bottom, and they probably wouldn't have been able to get you. It is, if I'm not mistaken, like 600 feet deep, Lake Arenal in Costa Rica. And it's right, it goes all the way up to active volcano.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought that
So
was
make sure you
gunshots. I ain't gonna
bring
hold you.
make sure you bring your swimming trunks because y'all go in there on the Costa Rica trip.
I just heard
Yes.
yeah, well, no, my mom was accidentally recorded. Like that's why the video was black, because it's like one of those videos where you start it and you put it in your pocket, and then that happened, and she's like, "Oh my God, I was recording it." You know, it was like,
Oh,
it's
that's
nuts.
crazy.
It sound like I didn't know
Yeah.
that thunder could sound like that. It sound like gunshots to me.
Have
That
you
makes
never
me
heard
think
thunder
it
that
was-
close?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah,
We,
I've had it like in my parents' neighborhood, like across the street, hit the house.
That's
was-
scary as shit.
Yeah,
So when like as that happened and we're like scared beyond belief, the dude who's the boat captain, because my dad was a temporary captain for about 3/4 of this ride, which was honestly
about
too
that.
much. Like he was literally like, no, I got this. Like after the dude gave him the chance to, and then when this happened, the guy literally grabs my dad and like goes, and he like turns out and he hightails it to the fucking shoreline. And the reason why he did that is because I guess lightning strikes whatever's higher on the surface level. So we're in a big metal boat, and we're the only boat on the water. Like literally,
Damn.
it's a huge lake. We're the only boat on the water. We should have kind of known, like,
No,
wasn't
they
a good
should have
time.
kind of known and canceled it.
they should have.
yeah.
Well, they said that people tend to not do sunset cruises because it always rains in Costa Rica, like towards the nighttime. So we said, fuck it. Like,
So
we're going to still do it.
Noah is offering 50% off sunset cruises on Costa Rica trip. No, I'm just kidding.
No, the Costa Rica trip, I'm so excited about it. And I hope that people know, like, this is not the first, second, last trip that I'm ever going to do. I am planning something for next year. It won't be 2 of them. This is the only time I ever get
Yeah,
to.
we only
for me.
doing one a year from
This
now
shit
on
is
out. This
stressful.
2 trips back to back, 2 months apart.
But
It's real raggedy.
I am excited. The Costa Rica group is way smaller than the Bali. Shout out to both groups. And I'm just, listen.
And if you wanna, if
You-
you,
if
if
you
you
are
have
ready
your own
to go-
financing,
Yeah,
you
they do.
could still jump on the Costa Rica trip.
Yeah, for sure. You can affirm it still. And it is a 5-day trip. I'm so excited.
Costa Rica is one of the most beautiful countries.
You had a whole ass
on the
golf
planet.
course on your Airbnb.
Yes. And I've been saying this, but the golf vlog coming out soon.
I was George. Okay, so I've been here all day. George's been here a good chunk of the day. I was locked in right here editing stuff for Pioneer Saloon. He was in there working on that golf vlog. I mean, it's nice. It's gonna be good.
But we gotta hurry up and get all of the miscellaneous done so we can start working on dude shit.
Yeah, I was telling her
goodness,
today
yeah.
we got to get working on dude shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
That would be
Episode
so
1. This is how you
Mr.
eat.
Fresh, you got a day of the week you we can just come in and do it?
We can do dude shit any day. I'm disabled, sir, so I'm
I got nothing but time.
I'm available every day.
Episode 1. Disabled dude shit.
Disabled dude shit.
Bro.
We have fully disabled on his way, not disabled.
Would love to be
Partially disabled,
Yeah.
fully disabled.
taught the disabled.
Top the disabled. Oh my
No,
god.
no. Temporary. I'm temporary disabled.
Yes, because we're gonna get me. I'm even. With
I'm just
surgery,
waiting.
we
I'm just
fucked up.
waiting on the kidney.
So if you got a kidney, reach out to callsfrombeyond@gmail.com.
Why do
you
you think
got a
I'm going to
kidney-
Bali next week?
Shut up. He's just kidding. I promise.
Unless somebody's gonna sell me one for $800,
You know what?
then I'll take it.
It's coming.
800 cash right now.
Have you checked eBay?
I'm pretty sure there got to be something on Bali.
Yeah, I've been telling him take herbs and tinctures and teas and all that good stuff. They just tell you that your kidney cannot be rejuvenated. It's a lie.
Right, so I'm gonna let somebody give me their kidney, and then
Or you could just
I can repair my kidney.
Let me pray over.
Because I'm gonna still keep the one.
I'm gonna still keep the one, the better one.
No, I'm gonna still keep one that don't work. So if we do repair it, then I got 2 full kidneys, and I just be pissing like a racehorse.
And that concludes Calls from Beyond.
Oh my God.
And this is dude shit.
Dude,
So
shit
if
is-
you're in the queue right now, it sounds like we're gonna end here in a second. I do have a number for you guys now
Yes.
with the voicemail set up. It's ready to go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, are we? We're doing this on camera. Are we good to go with it? I don't think Mr. Fresh had a tremendous idea.
Hey, shoot it out there.
Yes. And shout out to everybody because there's a couple
Or
of y'all
should we take
in this
one more
chat.
lottery call?
It's a lot of people in this chat
What
that
y'all
I
think?
know for sure. Hold on. That for sure has left me a voicemail. Because I pay for Google Workspace, so I can see y'all
Wait, you have
emails.
to pay for it? I didn't have to pay for it.
I mean, no, I pay
You
for
went
it.
premium.
You know, once
I
you,
went premium.
once you get the upper tier.
No.
She's bougie.
But in all seriousness, shout out to y'all because y'all have literally had me listening to y'all voicemails. I have not forgot about y'all. Tarot and tea is still a thing. I just got to get my.
We're just getting affairs in order, all right?
know
we just
what?
passing
Getting
by.
in order.
We
I don't
just-
bring
hey,
out.
we
I
just
don't want to
passing
bring out
by.
shit. That's.
I hope that's a person, George.
No, it was I think I creaked in the
No.
chair and I was like,
What was that?
We're not doing that.
The door?
Wasn't
We're
somebody
not
just
doing
walking?
this.
No,
Or
George just closed the door.
somebody?
George just closed the door.
I thought he
I
got
did.
up and came in.
George was peeking because he thought he heard somebody
He
that
did.
wasn't
no,
there.
Mr. Fresh, I did get a little creeped out. All right, I
See?
will say I did get a little creeped
God
out, but it's,
damn it.
there's
Where your
no
backpack
need.
at?
No. There's no need to put energy into that because it was me creaking here.
Front
telling
pocket.
you.
It's
Nah,
a
pre-roll
you probably
talking.
can't shoot a ghost. However, I just
Hey,
want to make sure
hey,
we
never
on,
say never.
we on deck.
I will never say never.
To answer S. Wallace's question, we did only take 2 calls today. We do have options for people to skip the line. There is a line, but those 2 calls were long, and our show usually goes between hour and a half, 2 hours. So we're gonna try. Do we want to take one more call?
If
That's what
y'all
I'm
are up
saying.
for it, I'm
Let's
up
take
for
one
it.
more call.
We take one more call.
Y'all want to lottery it or
Oh yeah. How many do we have in the queue?
3.
3.
Okay.
3.
all right? So
If
we got 2 voicemails pending.
We got 2 voicemails pending, so I'll put the number out there. I had to put on Do Not Disturb because it goes to my number.
Yeah.
Like, it calls
Me
my
too.
number at-
Me too.
Oh yeah.
So let me copy the number. Mari, are you in the chat still? I don't know if you are, or Lauren.
We not doing this today.
Like Samaj said earlier, I don't even be doing nothing. She just be telling me I got to get out.
Sometimes.
George,
I
I'll let you
won't.
pick. I did post the number in the Calls From Beyond chat. So if you're in Black Cauldron's chat, head on over to Calls From Beyond and hang out with us too. You have Black Cauldron, but once a week, come over on Tuesdays and hang out with Calls From Beyond.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I really appreciate it if you guys would move over now because a lot of y'all, even whenever, for the most part, up until recently, when I'm not over on my channel, I always make sure I try to make this channel's live feed. So, and I really don't go live. I've never went live on my page by myself. I don't even know how to. I don't know how.
We're working on it. It's in
Okay.
the works.
So if you want to just chat or whatever the case is, this is where you will find me. So y'all that are in the Black Cauldron's chat, come on, refugees.
And-
Go over to Calls From Beyond, like, subscribe, and put Black Cauldron
Type in the chat, Black
Hashtag.
Cauldron Refugee.
Yes,
Hold on.
please.
Can we put one more poll in?
Sure.
What do you? So I put in one right now, and I said, should we do a Calls From Beyond Fantasy Football League? 20 votes, 75% said yes.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Whoa.
I never get it. That's
Well,
crazy.
because I already know y'all two down
You
for the
guys
cause.
are
I only do one league.
So into
I only do one
shit.
league a year.
Hey,
I don't do multiple leagues.
you
I'm
know
not a
what league
multiple
he's
league
gonna
guy.
do.
If I join this league, it's over. It's over. I win. I will win the league.
All
I
right,
will
so
win
Mr.
it.
Fresh and I will do it
I'll
because
win it.
I'll do multiple leagues.
I want George to win just so I could put BTA,
beat that ass.
belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
That's Sounds like something Love Island would do. Heyo. I've watched 16 fucking hours of that show in the last
I
72
haven't seen
hours.
any of it.
It's so
What
good.
is it?
Love Island.
All right, you ready for the last call?
Either.
You ready for the last call?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but hold on. Miss Fresh said he wanted to put in one more poll. So let's
I
set
do
up that
want one
poll.
more poll.
Okay, what's the poll? We
All right,
dancing on this
y'all.
one or?
So listen,
Hold on.
I bought my lovely wife an amazing camera. An amazing camera for
please,
Christmas.
I'm so embarrassed.
The other content.
I bought her an amazing camera for Christmas.
Yes, I helped
Are
facilitate
you about
this.
to drag
He
me
helped,
about
he helped
how
facilitate the sale.
I have not.
I'm
used
not
it.
talking.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything
I'm gonna set
about
this up.
Anything.
the $1,000+ camera and $500+ lens that you have not used one time. However,
Damn.
you know, it was brought to her attention today that she should start doing vlogs.
Yeah.
I've been telling her this for 6 months. By the way,
Yes,
I've been telling her for 6 months.
And
And from my parents' house. That's how long I've been telling her.
Lauren be
I've
on
added
my
all the
ass.
vlog supplies into the cart about 10 times, and she's moved them to save her letter. So
I do that too, by the way.
I just want to know,
Should you just pull the trigger?
if she pulled the trigger on a vlog, would you guys tap in?
Would y'all
do you
watch
guys
the
wanna
average
see?
life
Do you
of
guys
a-
want to see us walking through the airport flying on Korean airline?
On the spirit of international.
Yeah.
You gotta- hey,
Yep.
hey, listen. International flights is international flights. I don't care how cheap.
Hey, we still stamping that
We still
passport.
out this. Listen, but I really seriously. I mean, Austin been telling me probably for the last year. Like, have you ever thought about getting into when we first got into the
Chef
last
Kenny, no,
season?
not other content. Oh my god, no.
Listen. We
No.
do have a Patreon, but it's not an OnlyFans, sir.
No.
It's not that kind of content.
No, not that type. We're just trying to vlog and just do because
It's not that kind of content.
I think that some of my followers think that I am not just a girl.
She's a hood rat, y'all.
I be twerking. Oh, I learned some black
And be throwing
line
hands
step
with
dance
bitches
too.
on boats.
That
Yeah,
was such-
she's a hood
That's a great
rat.
story.
if you
She's a
think
hood
that
rat
was
and
bad, that other one was even worse. Like God bless me in my mouth. 'cause
she's a hood rat and I'm her choreographer.
Choreographer.
Yeah, I teach her dances.
choreographer.
I teach her dances.
Okay.
Yes.
She'll never give me credit for it because
Nope.
I can't dance myself.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I'm a fat guy,
He's
so
the
I two-step.
logistics. He knows where my feet is supposed to be at
Right.
when my
I'm like,
feet's
no,
supposed to hit
it's
there.
a quarter step. It's a quarter step. If your right shoulder is facing a wall.
I just imagine Mr. Fresh teaching her dance moves, and it's really just like what Junior does, just
No, hey,
on the line.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
I'm
a dancer.
halfway.
I'll do
To
the
be a
dance
dancer.
with her, but I'm not a dancer. But she get mad at me like I be feeling like I'm Brooks from New Edition. I be like, I said dance,
Said
high
dance.
step.
No, for real. So he taught me the boots on the ground, and I learned one on the cruise, and then now I'm halfway through the Tamia dance. That's too many goddamn steps.
I'm teaching her the Tamia dance, and she's like, it's like
so
algebra.
All right, playing Chinese arithmetic.
Yeah, everybody, at least on Calls From Beyond, I'm not seeing. Do you guys sleep with the air conditioner at 72? Yes.
Gracie, you sound like a psychopath.
But Paulo and Ray and Sydney, Michaela, Alyssa, what up, Alyssa? Yeah, they're all saying that like your content doesn't appear for them on TikTok, so they would want vlogs, which would be YouTube.
Yeah,
And
because
we got a
that's
speed
'cause
run get
TikTok
monetized,
is,
okay?
Like shadow banning me so bad, like it's terrible.
I haven't posted to my TikTok in probably like 3 months. It's
No, the shadow ban is real. If I
Yeah.
tell you the financial, well, obviously you have access to all of our
I
accounts.
know.
Yeah.
I told
But you
Uncle
see the
Brandon
financial
I don't
gain.
have
access
to
to
make
TikTok,
$100 on TikTok.
It's
I made $15 and I was
believe.
excited the other day. I was
Yeah.
like, yo.
some months on TikTok we might make $100. And
Right.
we got 400,000 followers.
Almost. Yeah.
It's crazy to make $100 and you have
couldn't
a
believe
half
it.
a million
Paulo,
people.
this is the first time I'm going to say tell Paulo to log out for me. She said, I'd love to see you get ready with me to see you go to the strip club.
Hey,
Oh my god.
now
How she know I let him
don't
strip?
think we be on a
She
strip
watched the old
club
episode because
that's
you
somewhere
were
we would totally go
She
to.
was mad
Yeah.
at George and I that we'd never been. She was like, y'all ain't throw dollar bills.
Yeah.
She said,
So-
I give extra for them C-section scars.
Listen, I am
Man.
I ain't been to a strip club in so long, but
The
I
last
feel
time we
like
went
now
to a
I'm getting
strip club,
old.
somebody threw a lot of money.
And
No.
it wasn't you.
No,
Oh, I'm the college
She's
fund
the trick.
giver.
I'm the college
She's-
fund giver.
Listen, all I can
I'm like,
tell
oh
you
my
is
God, your kid
it
literally
was a swimming pool
needs
in the
this.
middle of the floor, and it was some honey and it was some things being licked out of.
It was, don't say that. It was not me.
No.
Stop.
It
We
was
ain't
two
doing that. I am a
dancers.
consenting adult. I like the strip club.
It was
And
two
period.
dancers.
And I'm not cheap. I don't
And
take
the one
$20.
dancer so happened to be
I take
licking
some
honey
money.
out
You
of
don't ever
another
make it
dancer's
hail?
orifices.
Yes.
You make it hail?
Yeah.
Because we
I
take
put
all
some,
coins.
if I got some coins.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I'm changing the strip club, I literally sit it
It's
down on the
birdshot.
table and just leave it. Sometimes that's
My
like
bad.
a
This is
rate.
buckshot coming in
Hell.
right now. It's
No,
quarters.
she the type of person when she go to the strip club, she let you pick your own pal. Like I might put 300 in front of me.
The whole thing is this. I'm
And
a girl's
the dancer
girl.
might come up and she be like, "Take what you need, honey."
Take what you need. Shoot it. Shit, I'm taking the
I'm
300.
not. I'm the
So
type.
she's the Shaq. Like when Shaq goes up, what do you want your tip to be?
I mean, if you go in a strip club, don't go in there being cheap, baby. What you take your cheap ass in there for? They want strictly.
I'm a
off
strong
tips.
believer of it ain't tricking if you got it.
No,
It's
However-
tricking if you got it.
However, y'all got to get y'all friend.
I don't go in there no more because now I got more kids.
George, please bring us the next caller
Yes,
before
please.
we crash out.
Last caller of the night. Last four digits are 4546. 4546. Star 6 to unmute yourself. And if we weren't able to get you tonight, we do have the voicemail.
Yes,
now
that I
available.
pinned it in the chat on Calls From Beyond. The phone number is there, open 24/7. So if you got a story at 3 a.m, I need to keep it on Do Not Disturb because I swear y'all wake me up.
Yeah. Mine's on Do Not Disturb too.
Shaman
but
told me don't disrespect them. Hey, listen here, Shaman.
Because big dude is not synonymous
Shaman,
with no
listen
rhythm.
here. I could dance. I never said I couldn't dance.
You
However,
said you ain't.
he's a two-stepper.
I'm two-stepping. I'm not. Listen, because big
Hey,
guys, we
y'all.
start sweating. How you doing?
Hello.
I'm so sorry, sister.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even think I was going to get through. Okay. How are you all, first and foremost?
I'm good. How are
Doing
you?
good.
Phenomenal.
We're good. I'm so glad you all are good. I do have a very interesting, I personally think it was a supernatural story, but I mean, you all can tell me what you think. First of all, Noah, you are mad dope. I watch
Thank
you
you.
all the time on YouTube.
Thank you so much, love.
Where in the Northeast you from?
I'm sorry.
Where in the Northeast you from?
So I live in New York. I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, it was given
I live in New
Northeast
York.
for sure. I was like,
It was given Northeast. It
Yeah.
definitely. Listen, I don't know. Don't consider me the ops. I'm going to tell you. I'm one of your Christian followers.
Period.
So-
We love a good Christian follower. It's the people that be being mean to me in my comments telling me I'm going to hell.
No.
That's why I always be like, we gonna respect our Christian brothers and sisters.
Hey,
okay?
they get what they give you.
You actually do always say that. Let me say this. You always say that, and honestly, like, I respect that respect, and that's why I continue to watch. And, you know, everybody's different, has different thoughts and beliefs, and a lot of them, they overlap. So,
Yeah.
listen, but I do have a story for you all, and I just want to know how y'all feel about this. So, this happened, I was in grad school. Maybe this was 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was on the sidewalk talking to my cousin's sister. I was raised by my grandparents and my aunt. I don't have parents. So, my cousin is like my cousin's sister. And we, like, some really bad things that happened in our family. Like, a really bad situation had happened with my aunt, which is my cousin's mother that day. And we was just kind of on the sidewalk. We was outside. It was a summer day. We was kind of talking about it. And we were young. So maybe I was 22. I think I was about 22. I'm 35 now, for context. Oh, wait, that's more than 7 years ago. Okay, anyway. So we're talking about the situation that happened. And while we're talking, we see these
children skipping down the street. It was 3 of them. And mind you, like, back home, my family, we live in the hood. So take that how you take it. These 3 children, one was black, one was like maybe like Asian. I would say maybe, I don't want to say Chinese or Japanese. I don't want, but one was black, one was Asian, and one was white. And they were little. They were like 4 or 5 years old. And they were skipping down the street. They skipped down the sidewalk. We didn't even see where they came from. And it really took us by surprise because, like, first and foremost, in all due respect, in my neighborhood, where a little white and Asian child coming from?
That wasn't there. That's not where they usually reside at.
Number 2, they're very young. Where are their parents? Like, it was almost like a Hallmark card. Like, it was like almost a utopia. Like they were like skipping through like the tulips. Like, oh, la la la. We was like, so it made us look. So we looked like, what the hell? So, like I told you, something really bad had happened earlier in our family. We were talking about it, and we were not happy about it. We was upset. So they skipped. They got right in front of us, and I hate that I'm on the phone because I can't show you what happened. They were all in one row, like next to each other, like shoulder to shoulder, and they stopped. I cannot make this up. They stopped all together at one time, and the little white girl was in the middle. And she turned her head. The other 2, they stayed looking forward. She turned her head and she said, y'all better get in the house now. And then she turned her head back and they started skipping down the street. They continued skipping down the street. At that time, we heard all these gunshots go off, and me and my cousin like ran in the house. And I don't know what scared me most was, in my mind, how I am, how I think. I was like, oh, those must have been angels. That's how I looked at it. I mean, everybody's going to look at it differently.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were more scared of. These out of place children skipping down the street in the hood or the gunshots. I'm not sure what I was scared of most.
I'd be scared of the kids. I'm not gonna hold
you.
I'm not gonna hold you. Because not only
it's
they,
the fact that only one looked back in the middle, the other 2 stayed looking forward, and they was all walking shoulder
in unison. That
hey, do you know how hard it is to walk shoulder to shoulder? I can't even walk holding my wife's hand in the grocery store.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like of this earth. And then it's almost like they gave you 3 different, ethnicities, races of children as well, and you knew
it was like a comfort bubble. Like we gonna give you a little sprinkle of everything so you don't feel out of place.
Yeah, I mean that could be one way to think of it, but it's just very so odd that they're walking in unison, and it's one of every different race. 2 of the races don't even stay in that side of town. That's not normal. It's definitely given like little angels or something otherworldly that protects people, because that's insane.
And that's how I took it. And like I was like, this can't be real. So much so that I was telling my partner this. I was telling him this maybe like a few months ago. And I started to doubt myself. I had to call my cousin and be like, yo, Raina, like, did you see what I saw? Like, maybe I thought maybe I made it up in my head. She's like, no, girl, that did actually happen.
That actually happened.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. Because I started questioning, like, oh, because the thing about me is when bad things are happening in my life, sometimes I will block them out. And so when they surface, sometimes I'm not always sure if it's like if certain things actually happened during that time, because I will I will block that whole time period. That was a really, really hard time in my life, a really hard summer that, thank you, Jesus, the Lord brought me out of. But I was like, I blocked things out so well. Did I actually see that?
Yeah.
And she was like,
yeah.
she
I
was
know
like,
exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about. It's insane. Also, your spirit guides, sometimes whenever you're not in tune with them or you may be young and you don't have no veil, I don't know if you've had other experiences, but it kind of sounds like you and your cousin, like, it almost like y'all spirit guides got together and was like, okay, they're ignoring every warning that we're trying to show them, and then just had to come out in full, like, human form. That does happen as well. Third man syndrome, especially during near-death experiences, like they see a third person and it's because they're trying to get your attention and you're not
warn you
listening.
or
you think it's
that
intrusive
Paulo
thoughts.
situation.
Yeah. People think it's intrusive thoughts, but really only sometimes is it really your spirit guide and your spirit team trying to reach out to you and tell you, like, hey, you need to be careful of this.
But
No,
you
you're not
couldn't-
thinking about running your car off the road.
But you could even dispel the intrusive thoughts, because at the end of the day, how are two people that are together thinking the same thing at the same time?
No, I'm just talking about spirit guides and how they can manifest in different ways. So I truly believe guardian angels. I know that's what my Christian brothers and sisters call them. We call them spirit guides. We still sometimes call them guardian angels. But I definitely think that was not of just this realm. Absolutely not.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Like, if you know my neighborhood or my old neighborhood, like, no.
Yeah.
No, because it's a reason why they caught our attention, because we were in a deep conversation. I mean, deep, because we was discussing some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And we were like, what?
Right. Who kids is these? And then y'all come in here acting like robots.
Like, we was like, what the hell did I say? What the?
Yeah.
And then y'all all walking shoulder to shoulder, like, what's happening?
All shoulder to shoulder. I can't make this up. Shoulder to shoulder. And like me, like I'm in education. So for me to see little children, and I'm in early childhood education, for me to see little children without parents,
or even
said your antennas was
their
already
hand-eye
like
coordination, their rhythm.
Like,
that's not normal. You have to have rhythm to walk in unison with
kids
someone
ain't walking
else.
like that.
No, because I'm still trying to figure out if crackheads dance like kids or kids dance like crackheads. So I know for sure they don't have rhythm on that.
Listen,
type of.
I can't get my 5-year-old to give me a hug without falling into me while he giving me a hug.
Or just, they ain't got no rhythm. So that definitely, that's deep. That's real
that
deep.
was that was the experience for sure. An encounter.
It definitely was. Yes. And me being me, I was like, I remember saying to my cousin, I was like, those was angels. And she's like, oh, Lisa, knowing how I am, she's like, I knew you was going to say that. So.
Well, I'd rather somebody say, them as angels than them was demons, right?
No. They tried to. Spirit guides, guardian angels, they're very funny because they will literally cosplay whatever they think that you will perceive the easiest. And for some reason, you guys were young, but I don't know how young, but they cosplay kids.
Especially with you being in early childhood, they probably figured it would be easier for you to
handle. No, this is whenever y'all were little, right?
So like I said, I was my first year of grad school, so I just graduated.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. You were grown. Yeah.
I was grown, but I mean, at 35, I look back at 22, I was a kid.
Right.
22, and my cousin is younger than me. Maybe she was 19.
You was grown-ish.
Yeah, y'all were young adults.
We were grown, and we had a real, and what we was talking about was basically, oh, I hope she don't hear them. She won't. Basically, my aunt, my cousin's father, literally the night before tried to kill my aunt. Literally tried to kill her. And we were just talking about the aftermath of everything because he had got arrested and like it was all this stuff. And
so it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was very heavy. She's talking to me about what happened with her mom and her dad, and I'm scared because my aunt is like my mother, and I'm thinking about I just almost lost another because like I grew up without parents. My grandparents raised me. My grandparents died, and then my aunt stepped in. So I'm just like, I almost lost everything I had. So we was having a deep conversation. Deep. But yeah, them kids come skipping down the street. Skipping. out of a utopia scene. I was like, what? So,
No, your first mind's telling.
They said the spirit guys pulled their money together to save you.
Yeah, listen. They said,
They had it all together.
Quick. And yeah, that's insane. But thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
no, thank you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you all. Have such a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Shout out to our educators.
Shout out to our educators.
Yes.
George used to be an educator himself, which is wild because I know the things that he did in middle school.
Right.
Because I was right there with him.
I'm trying to think. George smoking a joint now and educating a kid 3 years ago. It's crazy.
I mean, man, I don't know.
Is it?
What happened? You need
crazy?
weed to deal with some
Yeah, I
damn
was just saying, I'm like,
kids.
I don't know if
What you
this is a
mean?
just now started thing with the smoking
I'm
weed.
gonna say I'd give George a joint right now to hang out with Tootie. That'd probably be a dope podcast.
Dude, shit.
I'd be like, hey,
Junior
let's get down to
edition.
business
Edition.
right now. What
Junior
is
shit.
Bluey?
What is Bluey? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Talk to me.
Why is Bluey blue?
I love Bluey. I'm not gonna lie.
I want your take on this. I just see we had Blue's Clues, so that was our blue dog, and now you got Bluey.
I'm still finding Blue's
And I
Clues stuff in
promise
storage.
you, Tootie will give you a whole answer that don't make sense. Bro.
Nah, but do you ever
it makes
notice?
sense in his head.
You ever notice when you be high, you always be pondering the most craziest shit. Like I used to get high and be like, why do we drive on a parkway but park on a driveway?
Whoa.
Dude.
I always used to think that when I used to get high. Like
We can get past, but we can never get present.
Why do you smell with your nose but your feet stink?
Do you want
that'd be the one
hold
everybody
Mr.
hangs up
Fresh,
on.
I got one because this literally happened earlier. Okay, so like we're passing around the pre-roll and everything, and Austin was like, "Well, if you have dementia, you can't draw clocks," and I was like, "Well,
Wait.
there's
That's a
some
real thing.
connotation between clocks are like way of seeing our GPU. Like if you're able to draw
GPU?
it's
You
like
mean CPU?
if we're a simulation, this is how the simulation like knows that you're still on track."
I don't feel high at all, and I'm already.
And so yeah, like if you can't draw a clock, then because clocks were created to control. So if you can't draw a clock, you're starting to lose control, which the simulation doesn't want. And it knows
all I know is we're not
that
getting
it
GTA
has to end you
6.
soon. Yeah.
Iran's gonna bomb us. We're not gonna get.
That's
GTA
why.
6.
Hold on. That's why dementia, you forget things, because if you can't draw a clock, that means your GPU's like fucked up.
George, if this was Renaissance times, we would have killed you out in the street for that.
So I got one more question, George.
And that one star hasn't moved in 1,000 nights. I swear to you, I've been studying it for the last 3 years.
I got one
I
more
call
question,
it the
George.
North Star.
One question for
Which?
for the high guy over here.
Yeah.
He's not even
So,
high.
George.
He's functioning well.
If your
doing
knees
better.
bent the other way, how would you sit down?
I've thought about this
Do
before.
not.
I've thought about this
What do you mean?
before.
Thought about it before.
I've thought about this before. How would I sit down?
If your knees bent the other way,
They bent the other way, so they would be coming back this way.
yeah, how would you
Like-
sit down?
So I mean, it would be something like
Do you want me to film it? Do you want me to action cam it?
No, in my head, I see what he's finna do. Like your kneecaps is on the back, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I could hyperextend here.
No, all you gotta do is just no.
Great weather we're having
Hold
today.
on. I'm gonna really practice this. Here we go. Ready?
Don't break your
God,
knees.
God, oh no! Oh no!
Is that the one that tore?
My legs backwards!
Oh my god.
My God, George, which one's the bionic
Just
one?
kidding.
Which one's your hamstring?
The left one.
Oh yeah, that's his hamstring now.
No. That's my right leg is the one that I was showing there.
No, I know, but the
Snapping
left
it.
one is the one that's your
Never
hamstring.
be the same. The left knee is a part of my hamstring, yes, because I tore my ACL and they repaired it with my hamstring.
Oh, for real? They
Oh,
gave
she
me
has
an
she has
old
a dead
lady.
lady.
When I got mine repaired,
You had
they
a
gave
cadaver?
me
Did you start having
a
like weird
cadaver.
dreams?
Yes.
That's why I call her Gertrude sometimes.
Yeah.
'cause she got
Not Gertrude.
No,
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Because I believe they gave me a corpse, ACL, meniscus that belonged to an old lady because what the hell, Leonte? I still can't walk
give me
upstairs.
the 20-year-old.
I want to
What the hell?
What the hell?
I said because they asked
How you
me,
get your ACL repaired and all of a sudden you got back aches? Like, where'd that come from?
No, for real. No, she giving me hell, Gertrude, as he calls it.
Gertrude.
But yeah, there's a whole thing about
Shaman with the high thought of the hour. What if this is GTA 6? They just made it full immersion.
please.
That blew my mind. That's the best.
30 votes, 97% said
comment
yes,
of the
Noah
night.
should do a vlog channel.
Okay.
I was offended that like a couple people said no.
Yeah, why would you say? I'm just curious. Like, we ain't
I
gonna
mean,
jump you.
no, it's okay.
We ain't gonna
Just
jump
don't
you.
watch
Come
it.
outside.
Shit, there's a lot of
Come
shit I
outside.
don't
We're not
like.
gonna jump you. I'm just curious.
All I'm saying is Noah's my favorite person to watch unofficially.
Yeah, but he don't watch my content, y'all. Don't let him sit up here and gas. Light y'all
okay.
into believing.
Hey, listen. In my defense, I just got to defend myself real quick before we get off this show. In my defense,
Your Honor.
I hear this lady record her videos.
I'm sick of my mouth
And
too.
I have to
Do you
sit
think
there.
I have a
I don't know
choice?
if y'all know what it's like when somebody edit,
It's so
but I have
annoying.
to listen to her edit on her phone.
annoying.
And I hear the same line over and fucking over and fucking over. I know the episode before it even come out.
Yeah, he hears the whole thing. I don't blame him. Like, some days I'm sitting there editing and I'll say out loud, oh, I'm so
I'm
sick
sick
of
of my
my
own
own
mouth.
Yelling at you do the vlog.
Yes.
So here's the thing,
my God.
Vanessa, because my desk is in the living room. So she sits
Oh, I
right
would have
behind
already
me.
put you out.
Well, no, she like one of my main clients, the lawyers. She finds them hilarious,
Mhm.
and she'll be like, "Okay, so what did we talk about this week?" She's like waiting to see what like I'm coming back with.
Mhm.
And there's sometimes I edit stuff, and she's like, "Well, at least they paid you."
Listen,
I see the DUI ad
Imagine
today.
it doing in
That
your
was a good
own
one. That's
voice.
some of my best work. Which one? Which one? The car one?
But you could clearly tell that the bottle wasn't open. So
Ooh.
I was kind of disappointed.
No, it was open. I pulled it out of the fridge.
Oh, it looked like a full bottle of wine.
It was like cider. They don't have alcohol there.
Wait.
None of them drink it.
I'm so confused.
So my clients, I'm doing marketing for them now on top of their podcast, and so they're targeting like DUI cases because it's Vegas, like we get a lot of them. And we recorded an ad where he's driving his Beamer, and he drives up and he holds like a looks like a wine bottle. He's like, "Don't drink and drive, but if you do, call Cox and Wilson." But I remember telling him that when he was like, he's a, George knows Shane. Shane, I love you, Shane. He might be here. He's a little bit of a goofball, but he's like, "Can we do one with my car?" And I'm like, "You're trying to be like Demopolis, huh?" That Batman
lawyer.
ad. He had a Super Bowl ad, so I can't be clowning
Yeah,
him too much.
that's what
That
I
means
said. Oh, you got that money.
You got that money.
Whenever your little local lawyers start being on the Super Bowl, I said, "Oh, you winning? Ain't
Oh,
you?"
you sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you know who isn't there, George? Who? Just call Sam. Because he'd be screwing up your cases. That's on me, though.
Hey, all I'm saying is.
Oh, you name dropping now.
We beat him in court. Okay.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did that.
Did
It was last year. Yeah.
Well, no, I knew
No,
that
how you
part.
sue?
All the-
How you sue your old lawyer by your current lawyer?
No. We didn't sue him. He came after us, and then we went, and the judge realized that he messed up my case, and went, "Oh, you hired that lawyer for $10,000, and you're asking for $20,000 from the $33,000 that's allocated. I'm gonna give you $8,000."
And what
He
I said,
couldn't even pay for the lawyer that he hired to come
I
back.
said no.
I wouldn't even pay him $8,000. The
He
lawyer
was
should've-
he did do some work, but it, hey,
I hold the debacle.
I got to go to court though. That was fun.
Yeah, I missed.
Well, you went to
jury duty. I
Disneyland
had
4
to-
times off of it, so.
Maybe 4. Yeah, I got a new car, and
Well, they did summon me for jury duty, but I live in the state, and I was disappointed. They never called me for good stuff, and they called me for jury duty, and I lived in Utah.
I wish they would have called me for the Diddy case.
Oh no, you don't.
no,
I
they
would-
would have biased you out.
Mm-mm.
You think
yes,
so?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
I don't think so.
I think so.
So what I've heard is with federal cases, they're like it's even harder to
I
like.
would have told him I love hip hop, but he did it.
And then the defense attorney would have been like, "We're striking him.
Next.
Nah, I
We're
probably
striking
would've-
him."
Hey, I probably would have been on the board
We would have to literally just
on
be
purpose.
like, I don't listen to rap music. Like I feel like the people that they did pick, they know of Puff Daddy, but they don't know Diddy.
Yeah, I'd have been like Puff Daddy. That's the Cheeto guy, right?
Yep.
Like,
Just to
God
be
damn, get him
nosy.
in there. Get him in there. He doesn't
Cheeto
know.
Just to
Puff.
be nosy.
Cheeto Puff Daddy.
And then immediately, like, I would probably get like arrested.
No,
but, like,
then Austin would have been across the stand like, take that.
No. I would have been on the stand. It like you lie, and then they just the second they start guilty, just stand up, just screaming guilty from the jurors'
They
box.
just dismissed that dude because he said that he was from New York. And then I guess he was telling other jurors that he lived with his girlfriend in Jersey. And it was like, no. He's lying to people.
We need some real New Yorkers. Get them in here.
So look, they kicked him out, and then they pulled a white dude in. They said that.
I think that's where it stopped. It went silent real fast.
I'm just saying. They said that.
I don't know. I think they're gonna let him off. I don't know. They're in the process. I haven't seen it.
My lawyers, all they keep telling me is just check the conviction rates for federal cases of that, and it's 86% guilty.
But you got to understand what the entities of what you're working with. Like we talking about personal opinion.
Yeah.
We talking about personal opinion. It's a lot of people that say because they're having them read the text messages.
But I think they're also showing videos too, though.
But when you read the text messages, it sounds like she was okay with the freak offs.
Well, I know y'all not talking about Cassie.
It's like your personal opinion.
Let's hold this idea for next week because I got a mouthful to say and I'm on a time limit. But all I'm gonna say is
George over here lighting up. He gave up.
Right.
George over here just.
Poor George.
George said, "I'm gonna have to light a whole other joint for this one."
Guilty.
They're cute. They're little mini ones.
Yeah, pre-rolls.
But I
feel like he deserves to go to jail. I don't know, but he has
Guilty.
so much money. I don't know if it will.
Just stand up like as soon as
Well,
you go,
we
all
need
right,
to
we're
bring
starting the
public shaming
trial
back,
for
too.
Sean Puff Daddy. Go guilty, Your Honor.
Yep.
Hey, they said old boy had a whole wooden briefcase.
Did you see
of
it?
baby oil?
Did you
bro.
see it? It was baby oil.
I didn't.
No, look.
Who
up
travels with they travel
A
pack of
briefcase.
baby oil?
Look that shit up, George.
Like
I
you
swear.
so
I shit you not.
sophisticated. You needed a wooden briefcase.
A briefcase, and then inside of his
What
room,
happened to
you
the
had,
Tommy Hilfiger backpack?
He had the travel size, the medium size, and the large. Like his was size coordinated.
Okay, but here's the thing. If I get that much money, I'll be wilding out too, though.
He had Astro
and he
Glide,
had
bro.
a bunch of Astroglide too.
What's Astro?
It's a
I mean,
lubricant.
it helps with what you was talking about a few weeks ago, sir.
What was I talking about a few weeks ago?
Oh my God!
We're not gonna
Please
go
don't
back
get me
into it.
banned off here.
What did I don't even know what I said.
No, I'm talking to him because he's okay. So the photos are fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Oh,
because why do you have that?
It's like a cigar box.
A cigar box of baby oil.
of baby oil. Yo, you got some Cubans in there? Nah, bend over.
It had a humidifier in it.
A humidifier. Like you put in a guitar case to keep it like moist, and then you put that. Oh my god!
It's disturbing. Like,
pause.
why do you have that, bro?
Hey,
and
yo,
then in
pause.
his bathroom cabinet, he got different size baby oils and a bunch of Astroglide.
Hey, would that be so far away? Are those Cubans
If it
or
ain't
is that
smooth, I
baby
don't
oil?
want it. If it ain't easy to get in, I don't want it. Bro,
Have you seen the photo? Have you seen the photo of? It's very young, like probably early 20s Pharrell, and then it's Lenny Kravitz behind him. And then Diddy, and they're like, they ate his ass like ice cream that night. And it's sitting there, and Pharrell looks so innocent.
I never
and
seen
like Lenny
that.
Kravitz just looking down at him like, yeah, boy.
Hey.
But you never know. Them parties,
You got to think about people's songs, yo. You got Justin Bieber, one of his hit songs, "Never Say Never."
hey.
I'm
Or
just saying.
what's that? Yummy Yummy. What did he say? That
I don't think y'all clocking it that I'm standing on business.
The Yummy Yummy song,
What
and
do
then
you
you got
not
Diddy
clock
just
it?
coming out telling people, "Take that, take that."
God.
What did he need the Astroglide for?
No,
For you to
real,
take that, take that.
because
I'm
Mr.
just
Fresh, what do you
saying.
mean?
There ain't no way. That's a lot of. What are you using that for? Don't answer.
You know how at least for me at metal concerts, like a lot of the times we go, it's like Warped Tour, so it's in the heat. So people will open up water bottles, like bands will open up water bottles and just start. Like,
Yeah,
but he did it with baby oil.
Why do you go buy Astroglide though?
He did it with that too. He was like,
No,
I've never went and bought
he's-
lubricant, so I don't. What is that for? Why?
He
It's
likes
the
to
oil that
prank
hinges
people.
on his
and
But why does
yeah,
he
he
need-
put it on
prank
the
people.
stairs.
He put
Why
on the
did he need
stairs.
Put it on the
92
stairs.
bottles though?
In a lot of
His
stairs.
favorite movie was
I
Home Alone. Your Honor, my favorite movie. Come on, you know I'm.
Yo, this motherfucker lying.
I'm the Black Macaulay Culkin in this motherfucker.
No, when I tell you that disturbs
Bring
me.
his ass here too. Only if he young
And,
though.
and the worst part is, like, when I say small, medium, large bottles of baby oil, they were neat. and
No,
size
they-
coordinated.
Yeah, we
Bro.
did this on our. We had a
Big,
show
small.
at Sticky Paws called the Sticky Podcast, and one time we looked up how much like petroleum jelly you could buy. You could buy like barrels on Amazon. On Amazon.
When I say it would have looked better if he would have had barrels of petroleum jelly.
No, it was lube. It was lube because I remember that it was lube, but it was barrels.
If he had jars of lube, it would have been better than 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
What if he had a lot of babies? What if he had a lot of like?
I'm
what if he's
sorry,
like Ti?
Listen,
that gets
I don't
to
give a
me
fuck how
every
ashy
time.
you is. You can't justify 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
What if he had like 15 baby mamas?
It's not that much. I'm an ashy ass YN.
Why?
It ain't that much.
Are you a MN? Middle aged?
Probably.
You're not young, babe.
Probably.
You're there.
I'm not even white.
Hey, maybe I'm young to some people. Maybe I act immature.
Man, we wild in it. This is why we need you guys back more. This is a lively.
I love trolling because he trolls me all day. I swear, but no, that shit was crazy, and I think now they're at the point because I follow this lady called I'm Not a Lawyer, and
Great name by
I'm
the
not
way.
a lawyer.
she's
Not a
the
lawyer.
bomb. Shout out to I'm Not a Lawyer if you follow her on TikTok. But she showed like it looks like a true or false test that they give the jurors. It's
Yeah.
like, do you think? I never knew that. So
When I was in ROTC in high school, our sergeant major said that he didn't like doing jury duty, so he would in the questionnaire, like they'd be like, "What would be an appropriate punishment for running a red light?" He'd always put like death penalty because he just didn't want to do it. So he's
He's
hoping to
a-
just get,
yeah.
just get eliminated.
yeah.
Kill him.
Kill him. That's
Yep.
literally he screamed. He's like, "Kill
I
him."
never even thought about doing that, but I only got invited once, and they snatched the opportunity away from me.
Hey,
was
I
ready.
think I went to jury duty one time. I was on standby, and they cut me a check. You get paid when you go.
Well,
Yeah,
It's
not
like
$20.
It's like $9 a day or
Yeah.
something
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, when
They don't even pay for parking.
when you do federal court, those jurors are getting $40 a day,
Wow.
Oh my
and they're like
goodness.
10-week
if
cases.
I'm finna
was
put that Benz
Diddy-
on layaway.
Right. I'm getting out the hood.
I think I did the math.
Oh,
You get
man,
like $280 for like a
You
10-week
wasted my
case.
You're my
time, P.
babe.
Diddy. I'm
Give me
like,
my
imagine
babe.
being his juror.
And then you put like on your
suing
license
Diddy.
plate juror number 4.
Right.
No, I'm legitimately
Guilty.
suing the person that
Guilty.
made $20 a day. Like, I'm gonna sue you for pain and suffering and lost
Sue,
wages.
sue the defendant
Yeah.
too. Be like, hey, we all coming.
Suing you.
I'm
Oh,
just curious to see how all of this transpires.
We're
like,
not going to because we're not gonna see GTA 6. We're not gonna see the end of the Diddy trial.
Wait,
no,
are we
we-
really
hey,
not gonna? Are they
listen,
not doing
don't
GTA
listen.
6?
no.
Don't listen
Iran's
to
gonna
him.
nuke us before we ever get to. That's
Oh
a
my
joke.
god!
Hey.
No, they need to.
Hey, have you seen how many
I'm actually-
planes? Hey, listen.
2 hours 15 minutes. So we brought up World War III. That's pretty
I
good on
seen
that part.
something-
That's pretty.
We did good.
I seen something yesterday. Iran has like 500
God.
planes in their military,
They have like 2 now.
and we have 16,000.
Yeah, no. We're in military
I'm not-
spending. We're number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and
Don't
6.
get cocky.
I'm not cocky.
Don't trust. Listen,
However, hey,
Mr.
hey.
I
Iran,
will say, here's the thing though. They haven't even been able to hit Israel.
yeah,
Their
but
neighbors.
Still.
Israel has our leftovers in terms of aerial defense.
Mm-hmm.
They have our like when you get like the brand new PS5, you give your kid like the 360. And like, here you go. That's what they got. They got the 360.
They
We
got the PS2.
They got the PS2. We got the PlayStation 8. We're not even there yet. But I hope everybody in the Middle East is staying safe.
Yes.
No matter what's
I'm-
happening, I don't think
I'm
it's-
nervous
fair,
because we
fair.
flying to Indonesia, so
It's gonna be like that meme I showed you, George. Or that one plane flying over Iran with everything in it. There's like the Sea of Thieves games, the pirate ship boat. Or there's a battle going on. There's one coming through, and you hear the voice shout, "We just passing by." And they still getting shot. Like we just passing by.
like,
So
Damn.
well, that's why I'm flying
so proud. I
Korea
didn't
Air
even-
because
listen.
they can't say that we from America.
I just realized George was like,
Playing
"Hey,
it.
we only took 2 hours and 15 minutes to bring up World War III."
Hey.
I'm really proud of us.
It's
Our
big.
ADHD has been out of control this whole episode,
That's a huge
No, listen.
accomplishment.
but we still did good.
We try not to talk too much political because people be,
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is y'all stress relievers. We're the distressors. Why would we talk about what's going on outside this live? But I'm just gonna say
that's why
right
we're
now.
gonna end it.
No. They need to go to Shamar House. Go to Shamar House and that little YN that made that diss track about Iran. We ain't got no beef with nobody.
Well, no, they said if Iran want to come to the White House,
Oh, Shamar, yeah, he's like, "What the fuck I do?" And then Iran was
they said if Iran want to go to the White House, we gonna send them to Dallas, Texas to.
Did you see that? Did you see that there is
Cowboy
an
Stadium.
Iranian Browns like NFL Twitter? And they're like, inshallah, they posting about it on the Browns Twitter on because it's like a fan account, but for
The fact
Iranians.
that he said inshallah is diabolical.
Well,
All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys watching us. It was so good to have Noah and Mr. Fresh back in the building.
I'm not coming back next week,
Right.
y'all.
Go ahead. I'm actually gonna kick you off. You go ahead and log out until the week after
Austin,
next.
you log out.
I log out. There's gonna be no show.
Listen, you log out, Austin. We're gonna keep Ray and
We gonna keep
Samaj.
Ray.
I'm proud of them too. Shout out to Ray and Samaj, Shaman occasionally. Christy, sometimes she gets put out of here too. Y'all were on y'all best behaviors, but I was not reading.
No, you
that
wasn't
shit.
reading the comment. Hey, you wasn't
I
reading the
didn't see it,
comments.
so it
It's
didn't
like
happen.
when the
You
teacher
get
didn't
put
know
out.
you were like secretly like
Yeah.
slap boxing in the back of the
Such
class,
good
but you couldn't
students
see it.
today. Yes, no. Shout out to y'all. I have to put y'all out because I wasn't reading, but I'm sure Ray is gonna go to the Discord and I'm gonna kick you out of there, so it's all right. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to my patrons, everybody that's going to Bali. Make sure that you check your email. I have sent out some emails. I thought I saw one of my people in here. Please check your emails. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for supporting me even through my raggedy times when I ain't here. Shout out again to George and
Bali gang, we'll see you
I
in a
need to
couple
make
weeks.
George, and we said this before we leave. I just need to make a huge shout out for Miss Noah because even with everything going on, the YouTube has been YouTubing, okay? And Noah and I had I'm not
Boo
gonna
been hustling.
Boo been hustling. I'm
Boo
not
been
gonna say.
hustling.
I'm not gonna like because Noah is my ride or die. Mr. Fresh is my ride or die. But Noah and I talked today, and no matter what happens, it just cemented that like Noah is here for y'all.
for real.
We get in our feels sometimes. I think we all do where we're like, man,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. It's not working. But at the end of the day, we show up for you guys because you guys are what make this show
No,
really
for real.
special. We're just blessed to have you guys. And
Noah quit this show 6 times.
In my head.
yeah, she,
I'm
She
like,
quit this
I
show.
don't
But
want
but
to
you know what she does?
I don't wanna-
Shows straight
it's-
back up the next
She
Tuesday.
like, it's Tuesday.
You
and then
know
she
what?
gets here. She's like, "Oh my god, I love you guys."
All right, I'm
Right.
like, I'll be there to be there today. Because
She she texted me and I was like, "Hey, I had to tell George, like, George, it's not a drill."
Hey,
Nah, she.
we knew.
Hey.
We knew it. I was so excited. The hats have been sitting underneath this desk
They've
for
been
like
sitting there.
Nah,
I
she
love
knew we
my
was
hat,
coming
though.
today because I wasn't playing with her ass. We was coming back today.
She told me, she's like, I looked over at Miss Fresh, we going? And he just went, we going.
Yeah. Big old smile. All I saw was teeth.
I've been waiting to come back just because like she has her outlet. She get to talk to her
This
people.
is
That's the
Mr.
only time I
Fresh's.
get to
Until
talk
we
to
start
people.
dude shit.
Yes, yeah.
We gotta start
and
doing
this is
shit
also,
soon.
he really enjoys, I enjoy coming here. It's like whenever you have to do something that you think you don't want to do. Whenever you're there, you miss it. It's just anxiety.
She be tripping,
at
yo. We
this
got
point.
4 kids.
Noah has
dogs
so much going on
and
that
8
when
cats.
she tells me she wants to quit, I never take it serious. Not because I'm like, nah, I know her feelings are
Talking
valid, but she got a lot going on.
No, she tried to lay off our assistant, and our assistant said, "You're not firing me."
Lauren
I did
told
that
me
too.
to
I did that
politely
too.
kiss
Yeah.
her ass.
She laid me off for
I'm
2
tired-
months before I
I'm-
officially
no,
got laid off.
No, I'm tired of I'm tired of firing
about-
people, and they telling me we can't fire them.
Yes. So like everybody, I'd be like, I'm gonna just
I just do the work and eventually she'll pay me, but
we're gonna lay you off, and they're like, girl, no, we believe in the vision. So shout out to those
I
people.
tried to fire the housekeeper, and the housekeeper was like, "I'm still gonna clean up."
She tried to fire me, and then I did some. She's like, "You sure?" I'm like, "We're like business partners. It's different. It's not like a
No.
what we doing."
Yeah, she can't. She can't.
We're, as a matter of fact, we're about to orchestrate him help me with my studio at home so
And
I
do
can
shit.
finally get
And
everything
do
with
shit.
Tarot.
We got to get
Well,
doing shit together.
Here's the thing: you have good internet.
I got good enough.
Wonderful.
You have a wonderful.
I got
George, we
Gigablast,
might,
baby.
we might be able to do shit remote because George just got good internet put
Oh,
in.
what?
Finally, bro.
George.
Literally, hey, I got
Where's
a
the little
beef.
clap
I had
it
I had
thing?
such a beef with Cox Cable.
You no
and the
longer
internet
you no longer
provider.
have elementary school cable internet.
Hey, if I want to download something, I download it, bro. That's it.
Moving on up.
That's it.
That's it.
I
Hey,
told him. I said when I
stop.
moved to my apartment, first thing I did is downloaded every Xbox. I haven't turned my Xbox on in like 3 months.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all
Just
gave
could,
enough
bro. Just because
tips.
you had the speed.
Y'all gave enough super chats where George was able to upgrade from Starbucks internet because he was using
he was able to
Starbucks
stop
internet.
going to McDonald's to play Rocket League.
It was actually, it's crazy. I'm going to have a YouTube video coming out. I actually connected an Ethernet port from my nearby Walmart. And
Ran it all the way to your house.
He's like, this is a 1,000-foot cord.
yeah.
No, it's like this is a 1,000-mile cord. I got the Mr. Beast. I made the first ever 1 mile Ethernet cable to go from Walmart to my house.
This Ethernet has a kink somewhere. I gotta drive back the last 4 miles.
God damn it! There it is. It's like a random dog chewing on it. Hey, stop that! All right, guys, we love you. We appreciate
for
you.
real this time, y'all. I can't.
If you're watching on Black Cauldron, come on over to Calls From Beyond. Come on over to Truly Bizarre. We'd love to see you there as well. It's not a this or that. It's a in addition to.
Yep.
It's always in addition to with those 3 channels. It's
Big
not
facts.
I'm just a Truly Bizarre. I'm just a Black Cauldron. No, it's you pretty much you get one, you get all, really.
Yes,
And if you come into Bali with us, make sure you pay for your extra excursions. Because
please, I know y'all in here silently
Temple-
watching because y'all be talking in Discord.
when we record videos at Temple Run, it's gonna be a movie.
Okay.
Our little
All
temporary
right.
activities. So please get your excursions bought. And I guess, where can we find you?
Hey,
Soon to be.
Y'all can find me on Dude Shit.
Hey!
Oh, I was about to say. I'm glad that you said something else. Where can we find you? No, because I didn't know what he was gonna say. It just was a long pause, and I'm like,
Yeah, I got a lot of
gonna be
places you can
inappropriate all
follow
the
me. The ones that I'm active on right now, because Truly Bizarre, I'm gonna be so honest, I have 2 ghost hunts in the can that I need to just
That's okay.
go through and make sure that they're good for you guys. But I'm live on Twitch almost daily. I got a sponsor, so I'm gonna send it to you guys because it's a video game sponsor. So I'm gonna need y'all to download the game. Mari's not here, but if you go over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/VEX702, that's where I stream games like 7 Days to Die, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Fallout 4, Skyrim, Oblivion. Sometimes we watch video. It's dependent. Also, follow me on Instagram, Alvarez Prod, PROD LV, Alvarez Prod LV 702, or I think it's just Prod 702. But that's where you can see what I do day to day. Because I'd be talking about ghosts, I'd be talking about Calls From Beyond, but George knows, Noah and Mr. Fresh, I'd be out here in the trenches with these clients. So follow me there if you want to see what I'm up to. Truly Bizarre on all platforms. And Miss Noah, where can they find you?
Of course, I'm on YouTube. I want y'all to, if you're not following me over on TikTok,
What are
or
you
if
doing?
you're not, like other platforms.
What we doing?
I have a Pinterest that
That's why I still need to get on that.
so random, right? But Lauren, my assistant, said you need Pinterest, and I just said okay because she's a mad genius. So I have a Pinterest where I put a lot of spiritual tea, aka conjures, root workings, different things. So follow me there.
Oh, Mari's right there. Mari, post all the links for both of us.
yes,
She posted your link tree.
Yes, thank you so much, Mari. If you click my link tree, I'm also over on manifesty.com and conjuring up all of your spiritual tools to whatever trade it is that you do. So yeah,
I'm gonna post my video game.
If you guys
on
are
your,
not
on
in
your
my
website, do
email
you already
newsletters,
sell
please,
conjure stuff?
please get in it.
Do you sell conjure stuff on your website?
Yes, all conjured by me. It's my labor of love. It took forever because I don't play. Certain days, moon phases, time, months. Certain things got to be conjured certain ways. So
you telling me you don't make love spells on just any day? You wait till certain moon phases and stuff like that.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what days. We not doing that. Leave it to the professionals.
I'm just making.
But,
I don't
yes.
know too much about none of that stuff. I just want to make sure that you know.
Boy.
Do you wear gloves when you conjure?
Oh my God, and masks. Y'all go to manifesty.com if you're interested.
George, what you got going on?
Hey, the game is always if you could find me, you win. That's it. That's it.
And now he got
That's
better
true.
internet. You can find his ass.
Yeah, you can find me, bro. I'm findable
proud.
now. I'm findable.
Isn't it just lovely?
Yes.
Downloading everything. I be downloading shit I don't even need. I be like, I got the internet for it.
I go, I need to upload. It's done.
She got mad at me because the Giga Blast, it was like $200 a month.
Yeah, mine's like 160.
Yeah.
Because I also pay for the unlimited. Because I ain't.
Us
You
too.
ain't, you
Ours
ain't
is,
about to couch me.
ours is 200
George, you
because
got
we
the
got a house
unlimited,
phone.
Bro, come on now.
You gotta
Mr.
get unlimited, bro.
The Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Unlimited. George be doing big things too. I'm trying to get him on a Rocket League stream with my other friend.
That would be dope.
So we can.
I never played Rocket League, but I'll play with y'all.
That's gonna be dude shit. Dude shit. We're gonna do gaming
What's
streams
happening?
Dude shit.
Dude
Listen,
shit.
We could do all this shit. Well, let's talk.
Download the game. I just posted it. Download that game. It's free. It helps me. I earn $1 for every person who downloads it.
Oh, for
Dude,
real?
your face,
Yeah.
Austin,
got
right
you.
here.
I can
It's
see my
kind
hand.
of like his face on the picture.
Oh, dude, look,
Oh, yeah, it is.
Stan.
It's overlaid.
I remember when air conditioning used to be extra in the car.
Why are you waving in the background, ma'am?
Because I thought I was tripping.
Cox Internet brought to you by Diddy.
Bye.